How am I? Am I sounding good, Tyson? Here. Let's do this. Okay, test us. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. There's.
Test.
You got nothing from me?
I can hear him.
I'm all the way up. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test.
Okay.
Test 1
What
2
about
3.
3 and 4?
Yeah, we got you. You
What-
just really quiet.
There's the
Where's
phone.
your phone?
What's 3 and 4 on
3
the
and 4
boards?
is the crowd mic and computer.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how much that crowd's not going to be doing it.
Are you going to have the crowd mic on since you've got the window closed?
I'm gonna open it after we do our pregame.
Just wondering.
Never heard my phone. That's kind of cool. I hear my
You were
phone.
tapping. I was like, what is that sound? Oh.
It's never done that. That's weird.
Yeah, I've never heard it before either.
I-
Did you guys hear about that 19-year-old freshman at Notre Dame that slept with Lisa Ann, that porn star? That was kind of weird.
Are we set? Let's set for pregame.
Okay.
Yeah, take a chair over here.
You're the boss. We got 7 minutes.
We got to do a sound check though right now.
Why are you sitting?
He wants to sit this week.
No, I'll stand.
He wants our
Fine.
guts to be
Fine,
exposed.
Fine. Ah, goodness.
I just got to adjust the camera. That's
You got allergies again?
Always. Okay, so these.
Jeez. God.
Hey, Brock.
Hey, what's up?
Not a lot.
Well, we're gonna try and get a victory tonight.
Okay.
He
Sound
seemed indifferent about
I know.
that.
Sound okay, Mike? Go ahead.
You kind of sound far away from the mic.
You or me? Brock?
You
Brock
do.
or me? I do?
Is that better? 'Cause
Check.
The mic's
No, and it still feels like you're across, like from the room of where the mic should be.
check. 1 2 3. Check. 1 2 3. Check.
Okay.
I'm all the way up.
Okay. All right. I mean, it just sounds like you're. It just sounds like you're far away from, further away from the mic than usual.
That is weird. Cause here, try this. Is that any better?
A little bit.
Weird. Check. 1 2 3. Check. 1 2 3. Check.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That helped.
What'd you do?
That helped me.
Well, that's muted.
Right. That isn't doing.
No. Oh wait. Here. I
When you
need
did
you
that, I
close.
could hear him way better.
All right. Let's test mics.
Check. 1 2 3.
That's Brock again.
Okay. All right. This should be good.
Check. This is Mike. 1 2 3. Check.
All right. Have his turned up a little bit.
Have mine turned up a little bit, Brock.
There you go.
Check. Test 1 2.
Okay. A little better.
Testing.
I think that helped me a little bit too.
Okay.
So, all right, I think we're good.
All right, we'll be ready in a little bit. Oh, and another thing. Last week, whenever we were talking, you were talking with the coach in the pregame. We couldn't get you for like the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was my fault.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't know if it was if I don't know. Well, but I'll monitor and see if it happens again.
Yeah, it was my fault. So I'll figure it out this time. It'll
Okay.
be fine.
I don't think he had the computer turned up.
I didn't have a computer turned on. I don't, on the
Right.
soundboard. That's what it was. But
All right.
I can understand why you think I'm echoing.
Yeah, I can still hear that.
I know why. Here we go.
He's got it, folks.
I know why. I figured it out. I don't have something plugged in. Is that better?
He didn't say yeah quick enough.
Is that,
Yeah,
Is that
all
better?
right.
There we go. That's why. I didn't have something plugged in.
There you go.
Okay.
What about me? Am I in the other room?
You're not.
No, yeah. Now you're both are in the same room, so that's
Okay, good. Awesome.
Thanks, Kevin.
All righty.
Thanks, Kev.
No problem.
Down and he's tackled at the 26-yard line. Perry first down.
We hit.
A stunt hitting the backfield and dropped by Toma at the 40-yard line. He's going to be caught in the backfield and he's going to be brought down for a loss.
We score.
Down, it's up Conley over the right-hand side, stretches for the end zone and in. Touchdown Maroon. Got it. Fires his back. We back to West. We got it. Touchdown Perry. Touchdown Perry.
We are the only Maroons. We are brothers ready to take the field and battle together. In his second season, the captain, Coach Cameron Bennett, is the architect to victory. The time is now.
Perry first down.
It's time for Perry Maroon football.
Get him at the 15-yard line. Perry will take over.
It must all be left on the field tonight.
And he did. Touchdown Perry.
4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Maroon through and true. Perry Maroon football is brought to you by Brown Duggar Funeral Home. Live, love, legacy.
Custom Dental. We didn't invent dentistry. We just made it better. Devon Energy Corporation. Commitment. Run speed. First Bank and Trust. Community-minded. Just like you. Ortho Oklahoma PC. Keeping you together. The Perry Daily Journal. Stillwater Medical Center. Commitment to excellence. Suddenly. Faster. Better. Easier. The Womack Insurance Agency. Steve Womack Farmers Insurance. We've got you covered. Van Chevrolet, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Perry Maroon football is also brought to you by DLS Printing and Design, Hair Naturally, and Network, Daddy-O's Music Company, Hair It Is, and Thorn Originals. Now we go live to the field with a call for tonight's game with the voice of the Perry Maroons, Brock Campbell, and color analyst Mike Shaw.
And welcome to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw once again as we come to you with the Halloween edition of Perry Maroon football. for Perry Maroon football with the Chisholm Longhorns coming in here tonight. 7-1 on the year, 4-0 in district. Perry comes in with a 5-3 record overall and 3-1 in district. So this is for second place in the district.
Yep,
Whoever
big.
wins this ball game tonight will finish second place for sure. And then, of course, Chisholm has a game next week against Oh, by the way, the Hennessy
Hennessy,
Eagles.
yes.
So they're already saying that will be for the district championship. But not so fast.
Not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast, my friend. As Corso would say, they got to get by your Perry Maroons first. And Perry is picked to get beat 35-7. But judging on and what I've just seen with the guys in the locker room today, most importantly, Dawson Padilla, I think they're focused in today as opposed to last week. It just wasn't. It wasn't a great game, but they got the victory. It was ugly. 5 turnovers, 26-10 winners over Newkirk. And Mike, I think, with senior night, we got 12 guys. This is their last home game of the year, minus a playoff game if we get to host. I think they're going to come out with a little bit more fire in their bellies tonight.
I think so, too. And you could kind of maybe call what Perry did last week looking ahead to this game, which, so we know that's a dangerous thing to do. If they want to look ahead, much better team on the other side of the field than last week versus us. And yeah, senior night's huge. Your 4 years, it culminates in the one game on a night like this. And senior night was just a special memory for me. I still remember the game, so I'm excited for them, and I know they're excited too. I think they're going to play a much better ball game.
I think so too, and the key word tonight is focus. You're going to hear that in the pregame interview with Coach Cameron Bennett here in a little while, and I would agree with that. It's got to be more focused this week because last week we just came out, we played to the level of competition. We really did, and just played an ugly ball game. 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles. It was 12-3 at halftime on a team you really, really should have just throttled. Maybe you're right. Maybe they were looking forward to this ball game because
they're human.
They were in the ball game last year at Chisholm for a while, and then Chisholm just kind of the floodgates opened, and then they just took it to the Maroons after that.
I missed that one.
And Chisholm comes in with a very, very, I don't want to say big-headed attitude that they think this is going to be an easy game, but we're going to go over the Chisholm Longhorns in a little while, but they haven't played anybody. They really haven't. Perry's played Cashin, they played Hennessy, and they played Stroud. And those are all undefeated teams except one. And the other one should have been undefeated. It was a fluke. It was a fluke game with Jones. Hennessy lost.
Right.
And you're going to hear that in the interview. Coach Cameron Bennett said, he can take that. You've got 3 ranked teams in football right now that you've got your 3 losses to. So, the only team really that Chisholm has played thus far is the Thomas Fay Custer Terriers, and they took
beat
it
them
to
41-12.
And that was a Class A team too.
Yeah.
So we understand the Class A. It doesn't matter what class it is because Cashin beat us. They were Class A. Thomas Fay Custer Class A. They took it to Chisholm. They handled them pretty well. It's going to be a different ball game tonight. Finally got some football weather.
Oh, absolutely. This is magnificent weather.
Nice, cool weather. It's going to get into the 20s later tonight.
It's freeze warning.
And freeze warning. So it feels like football now. But when you look at these two teams, and these numbers are kind of skewed from MaxPreps.com. But you look at the rushing yards per game, 243 for Chisholm, 154.9 for Perry, and that's without Colby Mendenhall. Brian Hatfield did a heck of a job last week.
And 2 weeks ago in Tennessee, we didn't have Colby.
Exactly, and he filled
we didn't
in
know
as
what
well.
happened. So.
And then you look at their passing yards a game. Chisholm doesn't really pass it traditionally, but they did pass a lot against Perry last year, so maybe that's something they saw. 135 yards a game for the Longhorns, 139 for Perry. You look at Sacks per game, Chisholm almost has 2 sacks per game. Perry has 2.2. So they get to the quarterback pretty easily. And then points per game, Chisholm 34, Perry with 26. So really, I mean, nothing really that screams to me it's going to be a 30-5-7 ball game. I mean, really, it doesn't. Chisholm does come in with a better record, but Perry's hungry, to play like they have, in week 2 and week 3 as well.
I think so too. I think a lot of that is Chisholm is now. I know who they played, but Chisholm's allowed 8 points in the district.
Yes, they have.
It's 2 a game. That's one thing they're looking at. I know. Just looking at straight numbers and looking at their defense, they have a good defense, but I still think that 8 total points is a little skewed because of who they played: Pawnee, Alva, Tonkawa, and Newkirk.
Yep.
Those are legitimately the 4 worst teams in the district.
Yeah.
So if you have a good ball club, a pretty good ball club at all, you're going to have good numbers.
Yeah,
It's kind of like Dallas Cowboys. They had a good schedule, and then what happened?
You
They
had
lose to Washington.
You had to bring Dallas Cowboys.
I
up
have
on the
to. It's
broadcast.
it's
The
an
team
analogy.
I don't like. The team.
It's just an analogy. They had a weak schedule, and then what did? They go and they lose to Washington.
My Buffalo Bills and my Detroit Lions are in first place too. So that's
true.
Fine. That's fine. But anyways, I guess we're not on camera right now because Tyson's looking at something.
I kind of am.
Tyson's on camera. If you see a big face, it's Tyson. But he wasn't on camera, so now I think we're back on camera now. So, but the good news is Perry's in the playoffs. They have secured a spot in the playoffs. Whether
That's
they're going to be
big.
second or third remains to be seen. If they win tonight, they will be second. They will be hosting because we have to go to Alva next week, and nobody thinks we're going to get beat by Alva. So, the good news is we're in. So just
key.
gotta,
That's huge.
just gotta make your position a little bit better because we
Absolutely.
obviously want to host. We haven't hosted for several years. So.
No, you want to host. You always want that. You always want to play at home as long as you can.
Right. So, but anyways, that's we're happy to have you on the broadcast, YouTube, live on City of Perry YouTube channel, channel 59, Suddenlink, and then CampbellCommunicationsOK.com. Click listen live. You can listen to us there. Listen on your phone as well, Triple Play Sports Radio Network app, or 1020 AM. So lots of areas to cover tonight. We're happy to have you on the broadcast. We're going to take our first time out. We'll come back with look at the Chisholm Longhorns, the opponent tonight for your Perry Maroons. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
SAVE or visit wildlifelandtrust.org. Thank you.
Much like the weather, your life could change at the drop of a hat. Don't be caught unprepared. You don't know what will happen tomorrow, but no matter what happens, you can make sure your loved ones are provided with a life insurance policy. Meet with your local agent, Steve Womack, and secure peace of mind, knowing you are protecting the ones you love.
Check.
You can visit with Steve at 623 Delaware Street in Perry, or call him at 580-336-300. He also invites you to visit his website,
Yeah, it is.
www.farmersagent.com/SWOMAC. The Perry Maroons football pregame show is brought to you by First Bank and Trust Company of Perry. Just like the Maroons, your friends and neighbors at First Bank are proud supporters of this community. First Bank is located at the corner of 7th and Delaware in Perry, or you can call them at 580-336-562 for all of your banking needs. First Bank and Trust, community-minded, just like you.
And welcome back to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. As I hope my mic is a little bit better now, as I think we've got it fixed. Still doesn't sound real great, but maybe we'll get it fixed after this break. We're going to take a look at the Chisholm Longhorns. Man, it does sound kind of weird here, Tyson. So I don't know what it is, but am I coming through clear?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. It just feels weird. But anyways, we're going to look at the Chisholm Longhorns, 7-1 record, 4-0 in the district. They come in tonight's ball game. Last year's record 9-2, so they got to the first round of the playoffs and they got defeated. I think it was by I want to say it was OCS, but I'm not sure. But anyways, head coach Joey Reiner, 10th overall year in coaching, 6th as the head coach at Chisholm. He had 3 years here as an assistant coach at Perry, 2 as defensive coordinator, and 1 year as offensive coordinator at John Marshall. So he's been a couple places.
Both sides of the ball, too.
Went to O'Keene High School, went to Oklahoma State, so he's a former Cowboy. Philosophies to the game, most important is he wants to play the game fast, and you're going to see that with Chisholm. They play fundamentally sound on defense, and they don't allow big plays, and offensively they're going to strive to run to the ball and really set up the passing game. So
very balanced.
They're very balanced. The offense is a hybrid wing T. And it's a lot of misdirection, Mike. You're going to see a lot of jet sweeps. You're going to see a lot of ball control offense, running the ball, and then you're going to see some play action pass. You might see Bailey Cross coming across the backside as a receiver and throw deep too as well because he can throw the ball. He's going to be their quarterback next year as Taggart Brown's going to be exiting as a senior. So their defense, talk about their defense, a 4-4 stack. Now tell us what exactly that is, Mike.
4-4 stack's very, very different from most 4-4s you think with the 4 down linemen, 3-point stance. What they'll do, they're two down linemen tackles, we'll call them, run in a 4-point stance. And what that allows them to do, it allows for more explosiveness in one direction, a 4-point stance does. And what they like to do, they like to get up the field, cause a lot of havoc with the guards and the centers if you're doing a pull and trap, so you got guys in the backfield really quickly. What their DNs do is in a 2-point, and basically that's just standing up like this. That's all a 2-point is, and it allows them to see the field better, it allows them to see the backfield better, see what's going on. They play more straight up. They don't blitz a lot, what I've noticed. Of course, Pawnee and Tonkawa the week before, they flooded the box with 9 men. They're not going to do that tonight because we throw. But that's basically what I saw from the defensive linemen. And they're very sound, like their coach said. They're technically sound. They don't get out of their gaps. They don't overplay anything. That's just kind of how they like to play. They like to play solid and don't give up any big plays. That's really kind of their philosophy, and I agree with it.
Well, then I asked Coach, what the strengths of the team was, and team speed and numbers, and we've seen that on film. Both of those things. They have really good team speed. They really run to the ball, and they can run the ball as well. So
right.
Taggart Brown can get out of jams as well. He can roll out of the pocket. He can take off on you as well. He can hurt you with his legs and his arms. So he's not the typical dual threat quarterback, but he can do both. So you're going to really have to contain him, and hopefully we can meet him at. Have 2 of our players meet at him tonight and sandwich him a couple times and get some sacks. So
I think he's the best quarterback we'll see all year.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Mendoza
most
was really
complete
good with Hennessy,
right?
And he is a dual threat quarterback as well, but he's not going to be as accurate as Taggart.
He's just not as he's not as skilled. He'll hit the spots when he needs to, but this kid can beat you.
And then the weaknesses, according to Coach Reiner, overall size and youth in a couple of positions, and we have seen that. They do have some senior leadership, but they also have some youth. On those in some of those areas, so maybe that's some areas Perry can exploit, and some weaknesses there to look at. Players to watch this season on the offense: Taggart Brown. We've said that he's a quarterback. Britton Yunker is going to be the wing back or the running back, the standard running back. Defensively, he said watch the secondary, and I can agree. These guys are ball hunters. They can defend the pass. They can really, take away your passing game. And so it's going to be key tonight, because we've had those problems in the last couple of weeks with Dawson. He's going to have to read his keys and take what the defense gives him.
Absolutely.
With the secondary.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I asked him what he knows about Perry. He goes, they're vastly improved from last year, which is the truth. A good core of senior players with experience and a good trigger man at quarterback, Dawson Padilla. They are executing really fast on offense and play tough defense, and I can definitely attribute to those remarks. And I asked him to give him a little summary of the season so far for his Longhorns. Season's been pretty consistent with the exception of the Thomas game. We've said that. We've had some injuries we've had to cover up throughout the year, but our players have handled it really well. That alludes to the weaknesses, too. They probably had some players go down in key positions where they have some youth now. He says some have worked their way back and others have joined the list of injuries, but we have made it work and developed players in a couple of positions. So going to be interesting if Perry can find those places that they've got some weaknesses on and exploit those. So they've got several players that we're going to watch tonight. they got a big offensive line. Bailey Cross will be the wing back. The slot Luke Ball, he can really go get the ball. He's one of their top receivers. Britton Younker, Austin Swan, big physical receiver for Chisholm, and he can go and get the ball because he's got the height advantage too on our corners. Defensively, you're going to look at Britton Younker as a strong safety, and then Brock Elmore, Bailey Cross are going to kind of wreak havoc in that Sam and that Will linebacker position. So watch out for them. Then they got Ball, Swan, and Johnson back in the secondary. So that's a really good secondary too. So that's a little bit of what's going to happen tonight with the Chisholm Longhorns and what you're going to see on the field, on the broadcast, and all that good stuff. So that's a look at the Chisholm Longhorns. Once again, 7-1 overall, 4-0 in the district. And we're going to take another timeout. We're going to come back with Coach's pregame interview after this. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football, Triple Play Sports.
Comfortable to buy a car.
Welcome back to the Perry Maroon pregame show. With me now, as he always is every week, is your head coach, Cameron Bennett. And, Coach, let's talk about Newkirk first. It was a strange game. It seemed that we played to the level of the competition, but we got the win. Assess that game, and what did you talk about in the film session with the team this week?
It was one of those games, kind of felt like Blackwell. I mean, it was just kind of one of those eerie games that, it was, I guess it is what it is, I guess. But, we talked about just playing with effort. We got to be mentally focused more. We got to play with more effort. We got to play with more heart. And that was the main focus this week, is just trying to play for heart, man. Give it all you got and play effort and be focused.
Well, unfortunately, this team has been turnover prone in the last few games, and granted, it's been against some really good competition with Cashin and some other teams like that, Hennessy. Is that just a lack of focus, missing reads, or just a combination of all things in your opinion?
Oh, I mean, obviously against Cashin and Hennessy, give them all the credit in the world. They do a good job, and they're obviously, our three losses. Strout's undefeated, Cashin's undefeated. Hennessy lost to Jones on a fluke, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, they all should be undefeated right now. And that's not a bad gig. I'll take 3 losses against, the number 2 team in state, the number 6 team in state, and then the number 4 team in that Class A. Right. All in all, it's a lack of us. It's a lack of us not playing up to our potential. It's a lack of us not making the right reads. It's a lack of us being kind of unfocused on what we're doing. And we're still pretty young at some spots, and that's a lot of the case too. You don't call him out, but Dawson's made a couple young mistakes. But he's a sophomore. He just turned 15 not long ago. So he's a young sophomore. He's just got to keep getting better, and we just got to I mean, we got to protect up front better for him. You know, I mean, last week we did a horrible job up front. I mean, our O-line, especially our left side, and those guys need to step up this week.
I thought adding Braden at running back after, unfortunately, Brian went out hurt for a couple plays, added another dimension, and certainly not taking away from anything from Brian because he played his butt off. Is that something we're going to see more of tonight, like a little wrinkle, and as the season progresses with Braden back there?
Well, I mean, you know, we're trying to get guys that want to play and that guys in good spots that could help us. And, you know, and we may put him in there tonight. We may not. I mean, it just depends on, you know, what we feel like doing that helps us be more successful. I mean, obviously, if he's back there, we gave him the ball every time, or at least try to give him the ball every time. So that always becomes a, you know, when they look and see that, hey, if he's back there, they're going to try to give it to him. Which, I mean, Braden's a good athlete, and he does a lot for us. And you know, it's just another thing that we got, and that obviously missing Kobe hurts us for us, his speed. You know, we're just trying to put our guys in successful situations to make plays and to win football games.
I brought that question up because the Newkirk radio crew brought that up last week, said that was a good thing to put in, and it gave us another gear, I guess, so to speak, and some of the Newkirk people said that. But let's talk about Chisholm now. They're a big team and a fast team, coached by Coach Joey Ronner. He used to coach here several years ago. Let's talk about them offensively and defensively, and how are we going to navigate them on both sides of the ball. You know, we've got players like Taggart Brown, Britton Yunker, and Austin Swan to deal with. Let's just talk about what they're going to bring to the table and how we're going to defend that.
Well, I mean, you know, they're like us. They got a lot of guys going both ways. Obviously, they return 8 starters, I believe, both sides of the football. And those 3 guys they're talented. But you know, I mean, the thing is, I mean, they haven't been battle tested. I mean, they haven't really, and I hate to say this, but they haven't really played anybody like we have. Thomas Fay, and that's it. I mean, Fairview's okay. I mean, Fairview's 5-3. O'Keem, man, I mean, we scrimmaged O'Keem, and Coach Warlaws told me, I mean, they're down this year. And then Watonga, I remember when Watonga used to be unbelievably good, and now they're down. I think they're 1-7. And they haven't played Hennessy. They play Hennessy next week. So, you know, I mean, our kids have played some tough teams and battled through some tough games, and you know, and it'll be interesting to see what their kids do when they play us, and hopefully we can come out and with some effort and be fired up. Obviously, it's senior night and get after it.
Well, yeah, obviously you said it's senior night. Let's talk about those 12 guys that we're going to have the last game, hopefully not the last game of the season, but the last regular season game, and that's Braden Sweet, Brian Hatfield, Joe Rupp, Chandler Ebersol, Garrett Byer, Dylan Buck, Spencer Hartwig, Devin Blansett, Andrew Randall, and Dakota Heath, Matt Jones, and Barrett Swant. Tell me, what do they mean to you as your second year here at Perry and to the program?
Obviously, those guys, I mean, they've been here since day one, and they've all 12 of them done a great job. They bought into what we're doing. You know, they're great kids. I mean, obviously, you know, we don't want to talk about it because we still have at least 3 games left. But, I mean, you know, we're going to miss them. I mean, they put in some hard work in the off season. They've gotten better. They've gotten bigger. They've gotten stronger. They've gotten faster. And, you know, they're going to be missed.
Well, let's talk about the keys to tonight's game against the Chisholm Longhorns. Obviously, we kept it pretty close for a little while last year at Chisholm, and then the floodgates opened. We've got some other players in different positions this year that we can probably defend better. So let's talk about the keys to tonight's game, getting that sixth victory and your 4th in the district.
Effort. Yeah. I mean, that's what the bottom line is. It's effort. Have some pride. And, you know, we talked about it since day one, since I've been here, you know, and if we play up to our potential, man, I mean, who knows what could happen, you know, and that's what we preach, but just effort. Give it everything you got.
Well, now let's talk about the Saturday picks, which is our fun segment of the pregame, which is not real fun for me because I'm down by 2 games. And last week you picked West Virginia, and they killed my Cowboys 34-10. And I took Nebraska, you took Nebraska, and Nebraska took care of Rutgers. This week we've got OSU at Kansas State, Oklahoma at Iowa State, Tulsa at Memphis tonight, and Purdue and Nebraska. I'm going to take Kansas State. I know you're surprised. I'm picking the upset, Iowa State, at home. It's an 11 o'clock game. Sooners are not going to be ready, I don't think. I'm taking Memphis, and I'm taking Nebraska.
All right. Well, I'll take Kansas State, obviously. I'm going to take Oklahoma.
Okay.
So there may be one of your games you try to get back.
I hope so.
I'm obviously going to pick Memphis. I mean, you think Tulsa could pull one out, but they're scary. And obviously I'll go with the Cornhuskers.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time as always, and good luck tonight, and get that sixth victory on the year in your 4th in district.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that was Coach Cameron Bennett, your Perry Maroon head football coach, with the pregame interview. Keep it right here, because on the other side of the break, we're going to have the district roundup and talk about some area teams around the Perry area that's in action tonight. And then we'll have another break. We'll have the keys to tonight's game and the opening kickoff between your Perry Maroons hosting the Chisholm Longhorns on senior night here at Daniels Field. You're listening to Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports.
And a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
Duty, neighbors united for the common good. Honor, the faith that dedication to a noble cause is right, just, and good. Country, a vow to support our nation's people during desperate times. Duty, honor, country. We're the Army National Guard. Call 1-800-GO-GUARD. The Army National Guard. You can.
Sponsored by the Oklahoma National Guard. Aired by the Oklahoma Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hi, this is Brock Campbell, owner of Campbell Communications. I'd like to take this time right now to thank our contributing sponsors for the 2014 Perry Maroon football season. DLS Printing and Design, Here It Is, Hair Naturally, The Pin Network, and Thorn Originals. Thank you for your generosity, love, and support of Campbell Communications and the Perry Maroons. Without you, our broadcasts are not possible. Thanks again, and go Maroons!
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma, Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as we're going to go through the district matchups tonight. Week 9. Can't believe it's already week 9, October 31st of 2014. We got Christmas right down the way. I cannot believe this year has flown.
Yeah, the Christmas music will start up soon too.
I know.
Unfortunately.
Anyways, let's look at the district first of all. The 1-7, 0-4 Pawnee Black Bears are going to go visit the 0-8, 0-4 Alpha Gold Bugs. Who's going to get a victory tonight? We have no idea. It's an offer. So somebody's going to get a district victory tonight.
Something's got to give.
Something has to give. So we wish both those teams very, very good luck on getting that district win. And hopefully it's not Alva because we don't want any momentum for next week as we come to town. But the next matchup, 2-6, 1-4 Tonkawa is going to go to Crescent, take on 0-8 Crescent. Crescent is 0-8.
Wow.
And 0-5 in the district, believe it or not. 4-4, 3-2 Newkirk is going to be up the road here, taking on number 5, number 3, the Hennessy Eagles. There we go, Tyson right there. There we go. That's why he's not the best in the business for nothing, people. He got me sounding better. So
yeah, I agree. That's good.
So Hennessy 7-1, 4-0, taking on Newkirk. Hennessy's going to be all over Newkirk tonight. And then, of course, the number 13 Chisholm Longhorns here to take on your number 17 Perry Maroons. Chisholm 7-1, 4-0. Perry 5-3 and 3-1 in the district. Last week's scores: Alva was defeated by Tonkawa 27-6 at Tonkawa. In Hennessy, the Oklahoma City Legion gave Hennessy kind of a battle. It was 53-30. That was the final. Chisholm 37, Pawnee nothing, and then Perry took care of the Tigers of Newkirk 26-10 in ugly fashion last week. But a win is a win, and they're 5-3. So that's it. All other area teams in action tonight: the 3-5. 0-4, number 9 ranked Enid Plainsman, and that's the reason they're ranked number 9. I think there's only 10 in 6A2, so they're 3-5 and they're ranked number 9.
Well, there's 15.
Oh, there's 15,
15 or
okay.
16, and they split it right down the middle.
Well, they're going to be over here just southeast of us, taking on the number 6, number 7 Stillwater Pioneers. Stillwater has to win out to make the district, to make playoffs. So we'll see if they can get that taken care of. Last week they put it to PC West 55-21. Class 5A, the 6-2, 4-1, number 9, number 10 ranked Carl Albert Titans are going to be up the road at Guthrie, taking on the number 1, number 2 Guthrie Blue Jays 8-0, 5-0. Last week Guthrie all over Southeast 48-0. In Class 3A, 5-3, 3-2 Perkins, number 24 is going to be out of class, taking on the number 8 ranked 2A Lindsay Leopards. Perkins took it on the chin to Kingfisher 37-0 last week. In Class A, 8-0, 4-0. Right up the road as well, just to our east, number 8 Kiefer is going to be visiting 7-1, 4-1, number 14 Morrison Wildcats. The Wildcats have their hands full tonight because Kiefer is a very good football program. Morrison beat Yale last week 40-6. Class B, 6-2, 4-2 Garber will be taking on the 7-1, 5-1 Depew Hornets at Depew. Last week Garber won 48-0 over Woodland. And then in Class C, the Timberlake Tigers, 2-6, 2-3 are going to be right up the road, taking on my other partner Tyson Davis, the Covington Douglas Wildcats, 4-4, 3-3, as Covington's trying to make the playoffs. Last week, Covington got it handed to him by a Deer Creek Lamont, 53-6. So, looking at the district standings. Right now, coming into tonight's ballgame, Chisholm and Hennessy tied at first at 4-0 in the district, followed by the Maroons in second, 3-1. Newkirk follows at 3-2 in fourth place, 1-4 Tonkawa after that, 0-4 Pawnee, and 0-4 Alva. You look at the two schools right here, Chisholm, like you said, only giving up 8 points in the district, and Perry's given up 20 in the district. So it's going to be, whoever wins that battle of attrition tonight, Perry's going to have to get some points on the board to beat the Longhorns. So that's a look at the district roundup and the area schools in action tonight. We're going to take another timeout. We'll come back with the keys of the game and the opening kickoff. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Understand.
And we're ready to accommodate you. Our team provides the personal care you expect from a hometown hospital.
And supports it with cutting-edge medical technology.
It's the patient experience perfected.
Learn more about our mission at stillwatermedicals.com.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
And welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, Tyson Davis as well. Happy to have you on the broadcast here live from Daniels Field as Perry's getting ready to host the Chisholm Longhorns. Number 13, Chisholm in town, taking on the number 17, Perry Maroons. And we got about 9 minutes and 36 seconds to go. When Mike, let's talk about. I got the window open. So sorry.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Let's talk about the keys to tonight's victory. You heard in the pregame interview with Coach Bennett that his key was just a focus. That was his only key. But let's dig in a little deeper. Let's talk about some of the keys to tonight's game if the Maroons are going to win this ball game and get in that second position.
Okay. Well, my keys go along with coaches. Play clean. That's my first key. Perry had 9 penalties and 5 turnovers. Last week versus Newkirk, 2 turnovers versus Hennessy. You need to play much cleaner. They got bogged down inside the 10 a couple times with a couple of false starts. You got to correct the penalties and the turnovers to win the ball game because Chisholm's very good at scoring off turnovers. Get off the field on defense is my second one. Chisholm had 30 first downs and 18 of 27 on third down conversions the last 2 games versus Tonkawa and Pawnee. 5 touchdowns the last 2 games on third down by themselves. That's a huge key. And then last week, even though it was an ugly game, we still had 16 first downs versus Newkirk, keep moving the chains, keep working the clock. Use the ball control. You get the first downs. You take as long as you have the ball, the less they can have the ball. So those are my three keys for the game. I read these, Tyson, and I still screwed up. So wouldn't have mattered when I did it on camera or not.
Well, I would agree with that, Mike. Focus is a big part of the ball game tonight for the Perry Maroons. I'm going to put this right here. I limit turnovers. I mean, Perry has been turnover prone the last couple weeks. Like, granted, it has been against better competition than, what Chisholm has probably played. But, Dawson Padilla, he's only 15, but, he's learning on the job, learning on the job. But he needs to take what the defense gives him. He cannot force anything. I felt like he forced a couple things last week. That interception with Sparks in the end zone, just threw it right to him. Just several things that he was trying to, thread the needle. And he's just got to be a little bit more patient with his opportunities. There's going to be some big play opportunities tonight. He's just going to have to really figure out when he's going to throw the ball and when he's not. But on the flip side, Chisholm's a much more physical and bigger team. If he's going to run the ball, he needs to get down quick because we can't afford any injuries to the quarterback position. And I want Brian Hatfield needs to run like he did last week and be tough and everything between the tackles. And I just want to see some heart from this team. The last couple of weeks, it seems like we've kind of been deflated. And after that Cashin game, we keep going back to that. It's after that game we just kind of the wind went out of our sails for some reason. I don't know what happened, why that broke our spirits or whatnot, but you're in the district race right now for second place and to host. And if you don't come out here fired up on senior night, thinking that you can get a host if you win the game, then there's something wrong with you.
Absolutely, and I'll give it up to you. I remember after that Cashin game, you were saying, "Well, I just hope this doesn't kind of." You said derail. And I don't think you meant it that way. You're just upset after the loss, but you said, "I hope this doesn't derail our season." And you're right on the money. They've seemed to just play very differently after that game. I don't know what happened either. Usually, might be some of the young. Not everybody's young on the team, but a lot of key players are young, and sometimes they're not as resilient yet. But senior night's huge. I still remember senior night, like I was alluding to earlier, and it's 4 years, and you're gonna miss the guys. And it's Tyson said before the game, it's one more last thing you do before graduation. It's just another stepping stone in that direction. Sometimes that can be scary, but you'll miss the guys you play with and playing on the field in front of the home fans and all that jazz.
Well, we've got the captains tonight, the seniors, Joe Rupp, Garrett Byer, Dylan Buck, and Braden Sweet for the Maroons, and then you've got looks like 8 captains for the Chisholm Longhorns coming out. Probably 4 are going to stay on the sideline, 4 are going to come across. But anyways, also fans, if you're interested in sponsoring for the basketball and the wrestling seasons, please give me a shout. Go to the CampbellCommunicationsOK.com website, click on contact. All my contact information is there. My phone number, my email. I will be moving to Stillwater within the next month or so. So Campbell Communications will be relocating to Stillwater so we can get closer and do some more Perry events. Talk to Tyson next door here, and we've been talking about the basketball and the wrestling season. We would like to cover all the home events if it's feasible for Tyson as well. With the exception of Blackwell, we're going to cover the Blackwell away basketball game and the Blackwell away wrestling match. So I think that's where we're going to go this year. I think all the games that we cover for basketball and the matches for wrestling will be all home contests. And those will all be on YouTube, Suddenlink, Channel 59 as well, all that stuff. And Mike is going to get an education in wrestling for broadcast this year. He hasn't ever done wrestling, but he's watched wrestling. He's from Putnam North. He went to OSU, so he knows wrestling. So that's going to be good for him to get on the wrestling broadcast this year as well. But he knows basketball, so he'll be on there as well. So
even though I'm short and wide, I do know basketball.
We've got a lot of broadcasts still coming to you for the rest of the year. But hey, we're not done with football yet. So I'm talking like we're done with football. We're not done with football.
It's just house cleaning.
It's just house
good
cleaning.
Housekeeping.
I'm just getting this out there for all the fans because we are looking for a couple more sponsors for the basketball and wrestling season. So if you're interested, just go to the contact page on CampbellCommunicationsOK.com. With that, if you have any scores tonight from the district or the area scores or schools around Perry or just anyone, you can text those to 405-204-4246. That's 405-204-4246. We'll be happy to get those on the air for you. We'll have a halftime scoreboard show as well. And also at halftime, we're going to have Coach Ron Dwyer, the head coach of the Lady Perry Maroons basketball team. So he'll be up here at halftime. I hope he remembers that he's coming up here because I forgot to remind him. So I don't know who won the toss. I think Chisholm might have won the toss. So if that's the case, then I think they deferred. I think Perry's going to have the ball, but I might be wrong on that one. So we got about 3 minutes and change, and got a decent crowd here. It's a cold night. It's finally football weather, though. Not many people have come over from the Enid area for the Chisholm Longhorns. Got the band over there. Perry, I would say the stands are probably about 3/4 full on senior night here. We're gonna dip down into the high 20s tonight by the time the night's over. Freeze warning tonight. But finally, football weather. And happy Halloween, by the way, to everybody. Hope you got your trick-or-treating in at the square and around some houses before you came out to the ball game. If not, you did it, and you're at home watching or listening to us. We're happy to have you as well. So we're 2 minutes to go, and we're going to have the Perry Maroons coming out. Chisholm's getting ready to come out. They're just walking through their line like that's. I've never seen that one before. They're not running. They kind of have a swagger. Oh, no, I see what they're doing. I've never seen that. That's kind of a Remember the Titans-esque thing, except they're not dancing.
Yeah. Well, I like that movie, but that kind of stuff always bothers me when I see teams do that.
It's kind of
on
cocky
camera.
to me, and arrogant, and they do have an edge to them. They have come into the ball game thinking like I said, they think they're going to take care of Perry pretty quickly and early and get to the district championship game next week against Hennessy. So if they want to go ahead and think that and overlook the Maroons, then go for it.
Oh, I remember. You know, I don't try to live back my own life too much, but I remember hearing, the Tulsa Union boys in the semis saying, boy, I can't. I'm just afraid of what we're going to do to these Panthers. And we ended up beating them 42-28.
Nice.
Could have been a lot worse. So have the arrogance. Just if you don't bring it on the field, get ready.
And with that, here come the Longhorns from their end zone. Basically, they don't have a tunnel here. And the Perry Maroons get ready to come out of the helmet, which is kind of, it's not lined up correctly for some reason tonight.
No, but they're ready. You can see them bouncing around.
Here they come. They're coming out of the helmet. Here come the Perry Maroons down the band tunnel and the fans and everything. Everybody out there supporting them in the line, and come over here to greet Coach Cameron Bennett. Perry with the maroon tops, the maroon bottoms, the maroon helmets with the gray P on the helmet. Chisholm all white tonight. They usually wear red bottoms.
Yeah.
We've seen all that in the film, but they decided not to go to red tonight. But it's all white with the blue numerals, which is going to be tricky to see. White helmets with the red Longhorn emblem on the helmet. So that's your uniform report.
Wait, I tell you, Perry they really go out this maroon theme, don't they?
Yes.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. All maroon.
Yeah, Longhorns, they kind of look like Hennessy out there right now, actually. Just, a little bit of red splashed in.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
So they will be kicking off. So they did win the toss. They deferred. So Perry will get the ball to start the ball game. And back deep will be Braden Sweet. Mason Taylor will be back there as well. They're going to play. I thought they were going to look like they were going to play up, like they were expecting a short kick, but now they're going to go back deep. Braden's going to go back deep by himself. You got Mason Taylor over here on the. Where's he going? He's still running.
Just kind of out there squirreling around.
He's just kind of squirreling around. I'm trying to broadcast here, Mason. Where are you going to go here? There he is. He's going to be on the left
Liam
side.
Switched, yeah.
Liam's going to be
there he goes
over
back
there
deep
right,
again.
and Joe Rupp will be in the center at the 25. Back to kick will be Austin Swan, I believe, for Chisholm. As
it looks like 11. You're right.
He'll be kicking from his own 40. Kicking to the south. Perry will begin south to north. There's the kick, and we're underway. It's going to be a short kick taken by Joe Rupp about the 22. Crosses the 25, 30. Has a little bit of a hole. Gets across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. That's where we're going to be 1st and 10 for Perry at the 33. Austin Swan, the kicker, on the stop for the Longhorns. As we're going to flash the lineups here across the screen for Perry. At quarterback will be Dawson Padilla. Tailback will be Brian Hatfield. Fullback will be Garrett Byer, as I'm going quick. Yep, that's the Chisholm starting lineup. We'll get the Perrys up here. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun
formation. It's only the second time we've done this.
Pistol formation. Gets the snaps. Going to hand it to Brian Hatfield on the right side. He gets nothing. Driven back. Might have lost a yard. And, yeah, they're going to mark him back to the 33. A loss of 1. So 2nd and 11 There's the lineup here. Dylan Buck, Matt Jones, Parker Gostock across the line for the Maroons. Barrett Swanton, Andrew Randall there. The last of the line for the Maroons. Defensively, Pettis, Lee, and Curlis across the line for the Longhorns. Hancock, Almore, and Biggers, the backers, and the DN. Cross, Ball, and Johnson in that vaunted secondary. Dawson Padilla now in the shotgun again. Takes a snap, gives it Brian Hatfield around the right side. Falls forward across the 35. And he got probably 2 yards, so we're going to call it 3rd and 9 upcoming for Perry.
Perry opening up a little conservatively tonight. Maybe going to go play action up here, go up top. Chisholm stacking the box again with 8.
Big 3rd down and long for the Maroons upcoming. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun, flanked by Brian Hatfield to his right. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 in the near. Gets a snap, he's going to roll to his right, looking under pressure, still looking, fires across his body, he's intercepted. And he did exactly what he shouldn't have done. He probably should have eaten that one.
Yeah, he should have. Or thrown it out of bounds. That's a young thing right there.
Going to see how he bounces back after that interception early here, partner. We'll see how Dawson just bounces back, but we'll do the Chisholm offense now. Quarterback for the Longhorns, Brown. Tailback, Yunker. Wide receiver, Swan. The slot, Luke Bowl. Wingback, Bailey Cross. Tight end, Karsten Brady. Across the line, Hancock, Biggers, Pettis, Curlis, and Lee. That's the offense for the Chisholm Longhorns. In the shotgun is Teggart Brown, and we've got a false start movement. And it's going to be on Chisholm, I believe. We'll do the Perry defense. Andrew Randall, Dylan Buck, Garrett Byer. Andrew Randall, defensive end. Dylan Buck is linebacker. Hatfield, the linebacker. It's going to be offside on Chisholm. Vollmer, Sweet, and Clausen in the backfield. Rupp and Dell in the secondary. That's the defense for Perry. I got to get better at that.
That's the second time we've done that, though,
yeah,
partner.
It's the second time I've done that, so it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Longhorns. And Brown will have the shot. He'll see, looking over for the play. They don't really go under center much, and it's still not going to be under. In the shotgun is Brown. Behind him is Yunker. 1 receiver to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Back to pass is Brown. He's going to pass, finding Austin.
Picked off.
And it's picked off by Drake Dell. Great cover over there from the secondary position. Drake Dell, nice read on Austin Swan, and Perry gets the ball back.
Huge. That was a very nice play by Rupp. He watched the quarterback's eyes the whole way, and he overthrew the receiver, and Dale just went up and grabbed it. Nice play by Drake.
Great coverage by Joe Rupp, and then Drake Dell coming over on the cover from the safety position. And it's 1st and 10 for Perry at the 32-yard line. 4 receivers, 2 to the near, 2 to the far. 1 back set pistol formation. Dawson Padilla takes a shotgun snap. He's going to hand it to, he's going to fake it. He's going to throw down the right side of the line of scrimmage to Garrett Byer. Gets across the 35 and dump truck down about the 36-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Maroons.
Well, I tell you, that play by Dale was really impressive. He went up to the top of the apex and grabbed that ball. Great interception.
It definitely was, partner. Good call there. And it's 2nd and 6 for the Maroons.
Who was that kid? That was Byer, right?
That was Byer, yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Padilla in the shotgun formation, 4 receiver set again, 1 back set. Gets the shotgun snap, hands it to Brian Hatfoot around the left side, makes 1 miss, makes another miss, gets almost up to the 40-yard. They're going to give him the 40-yard line. That's a pick of a 4. That's going to be a 3rd and 2 for Perry. Actually, they gave him the 39, so a 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Maroons.
I think that pick's should really energize the boys on 3rd down's huge right here.
Big 3rd down coming for the Maroons here. Shotgun formation, 4 receiver set again, 1 back set. Pistol formation again. Dawson Padilla gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Brian Hatfield around the left side. Tries to fight his way up to the 1st down. He got 2. He needed 3. It's going to be about 4th and 1. Interesting call here for Coach Cameron Bennett.
Yeah.
And they're no, they're not. They're going to.
Looks like they're going to punt it.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to punt it. 4th and inches.
Man.
It's very short.
It is close. I think on the other side of the 50, they'd probably go for it.
This is a smart play.
Yeah, you don't want to risk anything this early.
So 4th and inches. Perry back to punt. Garrett Byer takes a snap, puts a boot into it. A wobbly kick down the center of the field. Taking it to 30, cuts back to 35, 40, and trying to get the corner across the 45, 50, and he's going to be drugged down about the 48-yard line. So really, in essence, it was about an 8-yard punt.
Yeah, it was a good return by McKay. He looked good on film. He had a couple of nice returns.
8-yard punt.
Previous
I'm
two
looking at
games.
the referee, see if he's going to give me a timeout signal. He's not. So we're going to keep it right here. First and 10 for Chisholm at the Perry Maroon 49-yard line. Brown gets the snap, going to hand it to Yunker across the left side. Doesn't get much, maybe 1 yard. Brings up the 2nd down and 9 for the Longhorns. I think that was Yunker. Get my Chisholm line up here.
They throw a lot of guys out there that'll run the ball. If it was 22, it was Yunker. Although, well,
might have been
25's Yunker.
25, yeah, that was Britton Yunker on the carry. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. They didn't give him anything, but there's a penalty on the play, a personal foul on Chisholm. Chisholm was moving forward like it was on Perry, and the referee did kind of a double take, and Chisholm was like, oh, okay, it's on us. We're going to have to move back. And it was a no gain, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 25. So far, so good for Perry. 1 turnover apiece on both teams. But I'm liking how Perry has come out with a little bit more intensity than last week.
They do seem to have a lot more energy tonight, partner. You're right.
Coach Reiner's out there trying to get an explanation on what
That was
happened.
Bennett.
I didn't see what the personal foul was. Did you see anything, partner?
No, I didn't. I was trying to figure out who the heck ran the ball the last play.
They're going to move him back to the 40. Yeah, the 35 is where the ball is going to be placed. No, about the 36. So it's going to be a 2nd and 24 for the Longhorns. And you need to keep them here. You need to keep them in a long situation here, partner.
Yeah, because they're very good at getting 3rd downs, converting on 3rd. So keeping them 3rd and long is essential.
2nd
Going
and
under
24.
center.
Under center is Brown. Receiver comes in motion. Now he's going to roll out to his
Got
left.
him.
Pass across
Got
his
him.
body. Has a 1st down and more. That's number 10.
Brady.
Karsten Brady across the 40. Falls forward to about the 36-yard line. That's a huge pickup. How many yards is that, partner?
Where's he? 36?
Yeah, 36.
It's from, where were we at?
It was at the own 36.
So that's 28 yards.
28-yard 1st down play on 2nd and 24. Brown under center again. 1 back set. Receiver comes in motion to give us to Yunker, and he goes nowhere. The ball's on the ground. And I think Brown got it back, or maybe Perry got it.
I think they did, partner.
Perry falls on it. It's a 1st down for Perry. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Hey, Maroon fans. Are you looking for a great dinner? Look no further than Custom Dinner.
Man, 2 turnovers.
Sloppy game so far.
Consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
Hey, welcome back to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as Perry's first play after that fumble recovery. Dawson Padilla's pass falls incomplete on the right side to Braden Sweet. So it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Maroons at their own 38-yard line. A sloppy game so far.
Perry's on the right side. Excuse me, partner.
Padilla in the shotgun formation, pistol formation, hands it off to Brian Hatfield on the left side, gets across the 40, and he's hit hard and marked down about the 43-yard line. Let's pick up 5 yards. That's going to bring up a easy more manageable 3rd and 5 upcoming for Perry.
Right, I was just going to say, partner, I know it is sloppy, but right now Perry's on the right side of the turnover battle, and that's what you got to do to win games. They've been on the wrong side the last couple weeks.
So 3rd and 5. Perry 0 of 1 so far on 3rd down conversion. Dawson Padilla in pistol formation. 2 receivers to the near, 2 to the far. 1 back set. Gets a snap, back to pass, fire in the slant. It's complete to Joe Rupper across midfield to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 7, a 9-yard pickup and a 1st down for Perry.
Man, that was a strike by Padilla. Absolute missile on that one.
That's more like we're used to seeing there, partner.
Yep, and that's the kind of plays that he's good at throwing. Those corners, those 10-yard corners, or posts and slants. He's really good at throwing those. That was a post, not a corner, but excuse me.
Across the Dawson Padilla fires. Is that complete over there?
No,
it's incomplete.
I think he dropped it.
And it's complete over there on the right side. So it brings up 2nd and 10 for Perry, and we've got an official timeout. And we're going to take another timeout. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
To win football games, it takes great coaching, hard work, and talent. To stay in business for 19 years, Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick of Perry has valued its customers, providing them with friendly, outstanding service and the best prices around. Our customers tell us we're a comfortable place to buy a car. If you haven't experienced the Vance Perry difference, come by for a visit. You'll be glad you did. Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick, family owned and operated for 19 years.
And welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. Dawson Padilla back to pass under pressure. He's rolling out to his left. Finds Garrett Byer across the 45 and punched out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Yeah. Dang, I thought he got more, but he stepped out.
And he got 5 yards up from the 48 to the 43. But a good job by Dawson finding somebody over there under duress.
Yeah.
Fired across his body once again, which is a cardinal sin. But I want to thank the referee, Ernie Newland, for working with us and getting our breaks in. He's been doing a really good job to stop the game just for us. So Padilla in the shotgun formation, 4 receiver set, 1 back set. Gets a snap, back to pass, going to fire to Braden Sweet down the right side. It is incomplete, and he dropped it. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for Perry at the Chisholm Longhorn 43-yard line. And that's another 3rd down attempt that was not converted. I think they're 0-2. So now Perry's going to have to punt. Garrett Byer in punt formation. But so far, liking the body language of this Perry Maroon team.
Yeah, much better effort so far just early on.
And you put the doubt into Chisholm's mind, too. They've turned it over twice. Garrett gets a boot into it. A good punt. And Swan's going to have to make a fair catch, and he does, and it's going to be at the 10-yard line. So a great punt by Garrett inside the 20. So that is a 33-yard punt. And that was inside the 20. And Chisholm's going to be backed up at their own 11-yard line, so we'll call it a 32-yard punt. So it's at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 for Chisholm at their own 11. Taggart Brown now in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side, an empty set. Brown gets the snap, back to pass, looking down the seam, and he's off the hands of Junker, and he was open, partner. Just down the seam, right down the center of the field.
That's a part of the field that Perry has been beat pretty consistently all season, actually. And it's just a spot where teams are noticing and they're trying to take advantage.
Well, Junker just comes out of the backfield and he just finds a little a pocket in that zone. And, boy, it just went off his fingertips. So 2nd and 10 for Chisholm. Taggart Brown under center. 2 receivers to the far side. Now there's a jet sweep around the left side. And can't tell who that was.
I think it was 12.
If it was 12, that was Bailey Cross, and it was Bailey Cross on the carry, and he got up close to the 1st down. We'll give him about 8 yards, I think, maybe 9. Let's see where they mark it. Chisholm quickly up to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and short. Taggart Brown's going to take it himself up the center of the field, and where they marked it, I think he got the 1 yard needed, and I think that's a 1st down for Chisholm. But no indication yet. There it is. 1st down for Chisholm as the 1 yard gain. Their 2nd 1st down of the ball game. So 1st and 10 for Chisholm. Ball game going quickly, trying to stay afloat here. Brown under center now. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Receiver comes in motion now to the left. He gets a snap. There's a false start.
It's illegal formation
against Chisholm. Illegal formation, according to my partner. I think he's right. As referee.
It's one or the other. We're both.
Newland's going to make the indication. Offside against Chisholm. I've never seen the offside call twice in a ball game against the offense.
Yeah,
it's usually a false start, I thought. But it's against Chisholm. It's going to mark him back 5 yards.
That's really strange.
Brings up a 1st and 15 for the Longhorns.
Huh? Yeah, Tyson was saying he's probably lining up across the formation, the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 15 for the Longhorns at the 17-yard line, their own 17. 2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near, 1 back set. That's Junker. Gets the ball around the left side. He gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for maybe a couple. Up maybe to the 20. He's close to the 20. He actually got across the 20. He got to the 21. He's picking up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 upcoming. second of 12 for the Longhorns. The receiver comes in motion. Taggart Brown rolls to his right, fires across his body. It's, good hit! It was going to be complete, but Braden Sweet just brought the hammer on the receiver and knocked the ball out. Great defensive stop by Braden Sweet there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Longhorns. 3rd and 12, we'll call it, for the Longhorns. They're going to have 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far, 1 back set in that pistol formation. Brown in the shotgun, Yunker behind him. Gets a snap, high snap, back to pass. He's rolling to his right. Now he's going to pass across his body. It's incomplete and off the hands of number 13. That's Luke Ball, and he doesn't drop many, but it's going to be 4th and long for the Longhorns, and Perry has held. That's a big stop there for the Maroons. I am tongue twisted tonight.
Absolutely, partner. And it's already, I think, 0 for 2 on 3rd for Chisholm. So already taking them out of their rhythm. It's very key for the defense, and they're doing it.
Austin Swan back to punt for the Longhorns. Punting to Drake Dell. Stands about his 44-yard line. Step back. And he bobbles it. And he's under pressure. And he's going to have to throw the ball. He kicks. He does get a kick. Great kick there.
How the heck?
Very good kick under duress by Austin Swan. And he somehow gets it out of there. And he gets it. He kicks it to the 44-yard line of Perry. And Perry, a very good opportunity to get somebody back behind and get a very good field position, but he just got to give it to the kid. That was a great play.
Yeah, no panic in him. He knew, he was going to try to throw, then saw he had an opening to kick and kind of rugby-styled it and still got off a really good kick from the way he had to do it.
That was
impressive.
That was Bailey Cross on the punt, so my bad. It was not Austin Swan. Perry has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 45. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Pistol formation. Braden Sweet comes in motion, gets a snap. Dawson Padilla fumbles it, and he's going to get back on. He's going to lose 5 yards to the 40.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to either fake it or do a little jet sweep there to Sweet, which we saw last week, I think. That was a little option last week, but try to get the ball to Sweet's hand, and he just he lost sight of it, Dawson did.
Well, and the weather's going to have a part in it. This is the first cold weather game we've had
since Crescent, I think. Remember, Crescent was
kind of
unseasonably cold.
That ball feels a little bit different in the cold weather. So 2 receivers on the far side, 1 to the near, same formation. And we got 2 backs. One now Dawson Padilla in the shotgun, gets a snap, fires down the sideline to Drake Dell. It's incomplete, in coverage nicely for the Longhorns was Johnson. That was Colton Johnson in coverage, blanketing Drake Dell right down the near sideline. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 for the Maroons.
Yeah, that's part of that vaunted secondary he's talking about. That their guys can run pretty much stride for stride with a lot of people in the state. Kind of showed example there because Dale's very fast.
3rd and long for the Maroons. Let's see if they're going to have got 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. 2 back set. Doesn't look like we know what really we're doing. Might have to take a timeout as we've got a play clock issue, I think. Yeah. Play clock.
Official timeout again.
Play clock issue. As I think he took another timeout. I think I got my timeout in before he told me he was going to signal me, so I need to watch him better in the second quarter. I have just never seen them stop a game for a radio.
Not in the middle, no.
But it's 3rd and long for Perry. 2
of a
receivers
drive,
to the far side, 2 to the near. 1 back set, back to pass is Dawson Padilla. Fires incomplete. Tough. It hit a couple Longhorns' hands, falls harmlessly down to the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th and long for Perry.
Yeah, this is going to be the 4th possession. That was the 4th possession for Perry, and this will be the 4th for Chisholm. Both teams just trying to find a footing in this game and having trouble getting into any kind of rhythm.
Back to punt is Garrett Byer. Stands about his 26-yard line. Punting back. Oh, he gets a bad punt. It goes straight in the air.
And it was going to be blocked.
It was partially blocked. Takes a Chisholm bounce. It's going to be down at the 41-yard line.
It's a 1-yard
punt. That's
a
1-yard punt. Good grief.
I don't think it did get blocked. I think Garrett saw the guy at the last second and kind of panicked and altered his kick a little bit, and that's what happened there, why it was such a high kick.
Well, now your defense is called upon as Chisholm has good field position at the Perry Maroon 41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Longhorns. Let's see if the defense can bow up again for the Maroons. They've been pretty good so far.
Absolutely.
4:06 to go. First quarter, no score between Chisholm and your Perry Maroons. Taggart Brown under center. Receiver comes in motion. He's going to give it to him. It's a jet sweep and very nicely defended, but they threw. Oh, ball comes in again. He fumbled again, and Perry recovers.
Man.
And it was number 12 that fumbled for it. It was Bailey Cross again. And boy, he didn't fumble the first time, but he fumbles that time on the jet sweep. And nicely done staying at home over there on that side. I didn't see who it was.
Lancet caused the fumble.
Yeah,
I didn't
Devin
see who came up
Lancet
with
caused
it.
the fumble. Stayed at home with the jet sweep, and that's the third turnover for Chisholm. Wow.
I didn't see who came up with the fumble, partner. Did you?
I didn't either.
Oh, well. Another great play by the defense.
Perry has
blowing up.
First and 10 for the Maroons. 2 receivers, one to the near, one to the far, one back set. That's Hatfield. Gets the call around the left side. Gets across the 40, 45, 46-yard line. That's a 6-yard pickup and brings up 2nd and 4. Braden Sweet comes up limping. And we can't have him go out.
Absolutely not.
He's going to come out. Drake Dell's going to come in for him. See if they can figure out what's going on in him. He's a tough kid, though. 2nd and 4 for the Maroons at their own 46-yard line. Dawson Padilla under center. One back set. 2 receivers. One in the far, one in the air. Gets snapped. Hands it to Brian Hatfield around the right side. Fighting up to the midfield stride. Close to the first down. I think they gave it to him. He had to get to midfield. They gave it the midfield. That's a first down for Perry.
Well, a great run by Hatfield.
That's got to be. They're gonna
measure it.
They're gonna measure it. But from what I'm seeing right here, he had to get to midfield. He's on midfield.
I see. I think so too, partner. Hatfield is shaking up on the sideline here. I think he's got a dislocated finger.
That's not what we need to see.
The way he's kind of holding it, I think it's dislocated. He needs somebody to pop it back into place.
Let's see if somebody can help him.
I had that happen once.
Yeah, we're down.
It's excruciating.
I had that happen in softball, too.
Yeah, you just got to stand and take it.
And it's going to be 2nd and very short inches.
Didn't give him the first down?
No, 2nd and inches. I think Perry's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they need to get organized here.
And, yeah, you pop the finger in, you're good. But tomorrow, that's going to be really ballooned up.
Yeah, pop it back in, test it, squeeze it, make a fist, tape it up, and get back out there. If you can.
So in for at the running back position now is Mason Taylor. 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches for the Maroons. 2 receivers, one to the near, one to the far.
Look for Bayer
2
here.
back set. Padilla under center. And Chisholm jumped, and that's a free 5 for Perry. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Maroons. And great hard count by the sophomore quarterback, Dawson Padilla.
Absolutely. And
just can't say enough right there. 1st and 10 for the Maroons at the Chisholm 45-yard line with 3:06 to go in the first quarter. Braden Sweet trying to run it off over here. I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, he looks to be running good there without much.
You have to have a stretcher to take this kid off the field. I tell you right. Dawson Beatty gets it to Garrett Byers straight up the middle, and he gets maybe 3 yards on the play. Officially, we're going to give it to the 42. So pick up a 3. So 2nd and 7 upcoming for Perry. Still working over here on Brian Hatfield on the sideline. Mason Taylor still stays in at the running back position. Actually gave him 2 yards. 2nd and 8. My bad. Under center now, Dawson Padilla once again. I formation for the Maroons. 2 receivers, one to the near, one to the far. Padilla gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Mason Taylor around the left side, trying to find some room. Gets stood up about the 41-yard line, falls forward close to the 40. And if so, that's a pickup of 3 tough yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Maroons.
A very tough run for Mason. Been pretty much a backup all year coming in. Taking a hit like that, that'll wake you up.
Actually call it 3rd and 6 for Perry, and they've kind of gone vanilla with Hatfield out and Sweet out. So he's passing down, you would think, and it's going to be shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near, 1 back set.
I think Sweet's back in, partner, in the slot.
Braden Sweet back in. Dawson Padilla takes snap, fires to Garrett Byer, and he's hit at the 40-yard line and punched down right there for no gain. That's going to bring up a 4th and 6, and a defensive battle so far with both teams right now.
Absolutely. Both, Chisholm got the 3 turnovers already and 4 penalties. It's just been a really slow start here.
And Perry's going to go for it. 4th and 5. They gave Garrett a yard, actually.
Okay. Yes.
4th and 5. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 in the near, 1 back set. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to roll to his left, fires across his body. He's going to fall incomplete to Drake Dell, and it's going to go over to Chisholm on downs. 1:16 to go first quarter. No score still. Chisholm and Perry deadlocked at 0. And Chisholm will get the ball 1st and 10 from their 45-yard line, or from their 40-yard line, excuse me. I'm watching. They're still working on Hatfield over here on the bench. And Braden Sweet, like my partner said, is back in. That's good news.
Always.
Chisholm will have the ball at their own 40. We've got all our breaks in. That's why we're staying on.
I'm going to run out of room on my
very tight
scoring thing
formation.
here.
Brown under center. Receiver comes in motion.
Reverse.
Now it's a reverse. That's cross, and he's got a lot of room. 45-50. Braden Sweet was held. 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, and he's punched out of bounds about the 9-yard line. So that is a wow.
So 51-yard run.
51-yard run, but I thought Braden Sweet was held right here on the near side, but no call. So it's a 51-yard run down to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for the Chisholm Longhorns. Brown under center. Gets the snap, going to hand it to Yunker around the left side. He goes nowhere, stacked up at the line of scrimmage and driven back. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal for the Longhorns.
Shows you how something's wrong with the game clock. It's not moving. I hope the officials are alerted to that. It's still stuck on 104, partner.
Yeah, Coach Bennett saying the clock needs to move. I don't know what's going on with the play clock.
They need to wind about 20 seconds off still because that whole play was off.
They're not going to.
Oh, that's two-way football for you, folks.
2nd and goal for Longhorns. Brown gets a snap. Back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 15-yard line. A 6-yard loss. And in there for the Maroons was Spencer Hartwig.
Bulmer.
And Bulmer for the Perry Maroons. Also Devin Blanson in there to clean it up. And it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 15 for Chisholm. Can't say enough about this defense tonight so far. Third and goal, 3rd and long. Taggart Brown under center. Receiver goes in motion. He's back to pass under pressure again. He's got a wide open receiver, and it falls incomplete. Oh, he caught it. And it was caught. I thought he dropped it. Who was that?
I think it was Cross,
I think it was Ball.
Was it Ball?
Was that 13?
It's 13 or 12. Hard to see even my binoculars.
It's 13. Luke Ball with the touchdown pass in the left corner, on the left far corner, and it's 6-0 Chisholm. I thought he dropped it. I'm sorry.
Now that's one thing I was talking about, partner. On 3rd and down, they've got third down. They had 5 touchdowns coming in the last 2 games, and they did it again.
And Ball gets a receiving touchdown. Chisholm will motion over for the extra point. With 12 seconds in the first quarter, Chisholm finally on the board. Austin Swan snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. It's up and it's good. And Chisholm leads this one 7-0 in a first quarter that was defensive battle. But Chisholm strikes first with a 15-yard touchdown pass from Brown to Ball. And that drive started at the 46.
The 40.
The 40. And that covered 60 yards. And it's 7-0. Chisholm on top here, just almost at the end of the first quarter. And we'll have to see the status of Brian Hatfield. We really need him to come back. We're so thin at running back right now. It's not funny.
Yeah, he's not even really moving or using his left hand.
Braden Sweet comes to the sideline. They're going to keep him out of the kickoff. He's still nursing an injury. But he's a tough kid. He'll be back out there for offense, no doubt. And kicking off for the Longhorns will be Austin Swan. And now deep for Perry will be Drake Dell. He stands about his 5-yard line. Swan approaches the kick. There's the kick right down the center of the field. And that's going to be Clausen taking it about the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and punched down hard. About
I think the
30,
ball came
and the
out,
ball
partner.
came out, and Chisholm
might
recovered.
have got it.
Good grief.
That's absolutely what you could not happen. Worst case scenario right there. Ball control again is coming back to haunt us.
And Chisholm recovers it right at the end of the first quarter. And boy, the defense was doing so well. Now Chisholm has the ball again at
It's like 36 or
the
37.
Maroon 32-yard line.
Oh, I'm way off. My bad.
And Brown in the shotgun now. Two receivers, one to the far, one to the near. Back to passes Brown. Fires down the seam. It's caught. And that's ball again. And dragging tacklers to the goal line. And I think he got dump trucked at the 1. Actually to the 5, the 4. So that is a 28-yard reception. And a first and goal for Chisholm.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the first quarter. The score 7-0. Chisholm driving again. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
At Ortho, Oklahoma, you don't have to be a college athlete to be treated like a star, and you don't have to go to a metropolitan area to access quality treatment. Enjoy big-time care from bone and joint specialists with hometown friendliness and ease. Experience state-of-the-art equipment like our latest open-sided MRI, world-class treatment, and on-site physical therapy. Visit us at orthook.com. At Ortho, Oklahoma, we're keeping you together. Follow up with your team and favorite players in the Perry Daily Journal. Supplying your local news for 101 weeks. The PDJ is a proud supporter of Perry Maroon now. From headlines to classified, covering Noble County for more than a century. Pick up a paper or check out our e-edition today to keep current on all Noble County news. Visit our website at www.pdjnews.com to subscribe and friend us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma, Danielsville. Brock Campbell want to let you know this game is sponsored in part by Devon Energy, who take pride in supporting local communities and events where they operate. Visit devonenergy.com today to learn more about how they're producing energy in a responsible manner. Devon Energy, commitment runs deep. Commitment ran deep in that first quarter, Mike. But, man, another turnover for Perry. Chisholm's got 3 and Perry's got 2, and that's where we are right now. Chisholm is first and goal at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, just not right now. Just not playing. The ball security's already got us in a small hole here. Looking to dig deeper. Defense needs to come up with at least three here.
Well, we've got a couple injuries again. Haggart Brown under center, stacked backfield, and he gives it to the first man through, and he's through for a 4-yard touchdown. Touchdown Chisholm.
Junker.
And that was Britton Junker on the touchdown, right up the middle, little to the right, but right up the middle. And that's a 4-yard touchdown, and Junker puts Chisholm up 13-0, and quickly behind the A-ball are the Maroons right now after that first quarter that was really, really good. And a 2-point conversion attempt is up, and it's good. He gets to the pylon, and that was Luke Ball to, I can't see who that was over there on the far side, and it's good. And Chisholm leads at 15-0. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Medical.com.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma, Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as Chisholm has just scored again to go up 15-0 on a 2-point conversion as well after that. And it's 15-0 Chisholm, and Perry's going to get the ball back here. Good high kick down the center of the field taken by Drakedale to 10, 15, 20, 25, and still going, gets to the 30, across the 30, falls forward to about the 33-yard line. I hear that difference there, Tyson. I don't know what that is. Kind of an echo here. I didn't touch any knobs. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Perry at their own 32-yard line. Down 15-0 now. And See if Brian Hatfield's back out there. Yes, he is. That's good to see.
Yes,
Hatfield
very
is
much.
back out there now. Braden Sweet out there again. And Maroon's down 15-0. Just going to have to really weather the storm here and get back into this ball game, partner. 2 receivers the far side, 1 to the near, 1 back set. Padilla in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to hand to Brian Hatfield right up the center. Makes a couple miss. Gets through a couple more tackles and
nice
falls
run,
forward
Brian.
to the 40-yard line. An 8-yard pickup where he should have been stopped for about 3. And great effort by Brian Hatfield right there on the play.
Yeah, that's his strength, running up the middle, and he'd rather run you over than go around you. He likes
And
to
that's
run.
exactly what he did there,
Yeah, he
partner.
ran over somebody. He just straight ran over the linebacker. Great run. A 9-yard run they got him
Second
at.
and 1. Gave him 9. So 2nd and 1 for Perry. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, 1 back set. That's Hatfield. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun, and then snap goes to Hatfield around the left side. Makes another miss. Boy, he's running like a mad dog across the 40. Falls forward to the 43-yard line. Pick up a 3 yards and a first down for Perry.
And you see him covering the ball. He's got 2 hands on the ball, partner. He's not going to lose a fumble after Perry's lost a couple already. Ball security been an issue. He's not going to let it happen.
You know, there was just a couple things in that first quarter, at the end of the first quarter, that allowed Chisholm to get to 15-0. This game's far from over.
Well, that big 51-yard reverse was key.
Hatfield now flanking Dawson Padilla on the left side, 2 receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Dawson in the shotgun, gets the snaps, going to hand to Hatfield. He's going to go right at the middle of the field and gets to midfield. That's an 8-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and 2. Brian is running like a madman right now, possessed in chunks of yardage.
Yes, he is, partner. Your excitement there kind of threw me off. I don't know how to respond to possession.
Well, on Halloween, that's probably not the
That's
greatest
true,
thing to
yeah.
say, is it?
It's a Halloween theme tonight. I got you. All right, I'm on board now.
Okay, he's a man possessed. He's on a man position on a mission tonight. Shotgun formation for Padilla again. He's going to roll to his left. Good pickup on the block by Hatfield. He's going to throw it out of bounds, and Hatfield.
Brian's hand is just killing him.
His hand is, and it's incomplete out of bounds. Good decision by Dawson. Stays at 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that's on-the-job training right there. You learn as you go sometimes. And early in the first quarter, we saw him throw the pick when he probably should have thrown it out. And that time he does throw it out. So good job by Dawson picking up on it and learning.
And Mike, you're sounding a little different too. I don't know what I've done here. Pistol formation, 3rd and 2 for the Maroons. Gives to Brian Hatfield around the left side. He's going to be stacked up, and he's going to be hit there for no gain. Brings up a 4th and 2 for the Maroons. Perry 0 of 5 on 3rd down tonight so far. 15-0. Chisholm on top. 9:56 to go in the 2nd quarter. Perry had a very good first quarter. Had a couple injuries, and once they went out, it kind of had some things happen for Chisholm. Let's see if they can get back on track here. 4th and 2. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, 1 back set in that pistol formation.
Might try to draw him off again, that hard count.
And he's trying to, and now there's going to be a timeout for Perry by Coach Cameron Bennett.
Well, I agree with the call. It's not quite the sense of urgency yet where you need to be going for it already on 4th down. It's getting close. Get another score, down another score, then most likely. But
let's go ahead and take another timeout with him. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Does your bank send you a text when you have a low balance? SB&T does. You can receive a First Alert text message on your cell phone keeping you informed about your account activity no matter where you are. As always, you are in control. Choose only the alerts you want to receive. When you need us, we're there 24/7. First Bank and Trust Company, Perry, Billings, Covington. Community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. As Perry's down 15-0, they're facing a 4th and 2. They're still going to go for it. Same set, 2 receivers to the near, or 2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near, and the pass is complete on the right side to Joe Rupp across midfield, and he gets tackled about the 46-yard line. That's a 4-yard pickup and a first down for the Maroons.
just playing to their strengths. Short little little hitch, little curl route, and Dawson just sling it up there to Rupp where only he could catch it and complete first down.
And Chisholm's giving us that play.
Right, we'll take it all night. We'll get down in chunks then if they want to do that. We just got to execute.
1st and 10 from the Chisholm 46. 2 receivers in the far, 1 to the near, 1 back set. Dawson Padilla back to pass. He finds Braden Sweet over there on the left side. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, and they gave him a yard. Actually, they gave him 2 yards to the 44-yard line. That's where they're marking him. It says 2nd and 9, so we'll call it 2nd and about 8.5. They have it marked at the 44. Almost the 44.5.
We are the final word up here, so we'll call it 8.5.
Yeah, we'll call it 8.5. Bulmer comes in. Braden's going to come out. He's still shaking up. He got hit pretty hard there.
Yeah, it's Chisholm. They're bringing the hats tonight.
2 receivers, 1 to the near, 1 to the far, pistol formation. Padilla in the shotgun gets snaps, going to hand it to Brian Hatfield up the center of the field. And he falls forward to about the 40-yard line, kept his balance, got to the 40-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup, and it brings up a 3rd and 4 upcoming for Perry.
Hey, Brian is really running well tonight. I'm really impressed against this unit, this defensive team. Excuse me, pardon.
8:15 to go, second quarter. Chisholm on top, 15-0. Padilla under center once again. Or excuse me, he's in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers, 1 to the near, 1 to the far. He gets a snap, back to pass. He's going to fire down the left sideline, and he falls incomplete, but he was double covered. Intended for Drake Dell on that fade route, but very good coverage by that Chisholm secondary once again.
Yeah, like we were saying, I think it was Brown maybe. Yeah, the Johnson, the other Johnson brother, and just good coverage again. Said brother, I don't think there's another Johnson on the field.
4th and 6 upcoming for Perry.
Just confusing myself now, partner.
As that was a 3rd down conversion. So they're 0 of 6 on 3rd down. 4th and 6 for the Maroons. And Padilla in the pistol formation again. 2 receivers, 1 to the near, 1 to the far. And he gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Hatfield around the left side, and he's not going to go anywhere. He gets across the 40 to the 38, got 2 yards. He needed 6, and that's going to be a turnover and downs to Chisholm. Tried to catch him off guard there on the run play. They were expecting to pass, and they just stayed home and just knocked Hatfield down for a no gain, basically, or a 2-yard gain on that play. So brings up 1st and 10 for Chisholm at their own 38. Yeah, we're caught up. I'm not understanding how he's calling his timeout, so we're going to keep it right here. It's 15-0, 7:56 to go in the second quarter. And, you know, with the exception of that reverse play, that 51-yard reverse play, which we've seen on film that they've done, and then that touchdown pass.
On 3rd down, yeah.
On 3rd down, it just kind of deflated us in that out of that end of the first quarter, and now we're down 15-0.
Right. And that's how you deflate big turnovers, is you get big plays like Chisholm did.
We've got an official timeout. It's going to be a timeout for Perry. Didn't like how they set up against the defense here, Mike, and you know.
Yeah, they're kind of at that precipice of really starting to dig a deep hole, and this really needs to be a drive to stop them. This is a key drive here to stop Chisholm and keep the momentum, you know, relatively neutral at this point.
What are we looking at offensive stats so far, team stats?
Well, Hatfield's running really well. He's only 3.7 yards per carry, but he had that -1 I think he fumbled on. So, but 13 for 48. And Byers got 3 catches for 10 yards. Rupp has a couple catches for 13. Dale's got that pick. Volmer and Hartwig got, I think Hartwig, got the sack. A couple of fumble recoveries.
What are we looking at team stat-wise?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant individually.
Oh, you're good.
Let's see. Perry's got 71 total yards, 47 on the ground, 24 through the air. Chisholm 105 total, 43 through the air, 62 on the ground, and 1 is that 51-yarder.
Yeah, it's a pretty ugly game so far.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's been really ugly. You're right.
Offensively, I should say, not ugly and score ugly, but
right. Defensively, 5 turnovers for counting for the defenses. You know, they like that, but.
We're coming back from the timeout. Chisholm has it 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Brown in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near, 1 back set. Gets a snap. He's under pressure. Devin Blancett got there and hit him hard as he threw the ball, and the pass is incomplete down the right sideline. But Devin Blancett putting major pressure, and Taggart Brown is limping. He got nailed by the future Marine there, partner.
Oh, that's where Blancett's going to go afterwards?
He's going to be a Maroon, yes.
Yeah, that was a good hit.
He's feeling
Brown
that.
hadn't gotten hit like
Brown
that.
is still limping. He's still feeling that hit. So it brings up 2nd and 10 as Lancet came on the backside blitz. Brown under center. Receiver comes in motion, gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Yunker. He tries to go up the middle, and he's met there by a host of Maroons for no gain. It brings up a 3rd and long for the Chisholm Longhorns. And we had him here before. We've got to get it off the field here.
Yep, absolutely, partner.
They gave him a yard, so very generous yard. So 3rd and 9. Actually, 3rd and 8. They gave him 2 yards. Good grief. 2 receivers to the near side. 1 back set, 2 to the far. Actually, you got a 1 to the far, excuse me. Now he comes in motion. Taggart Brown under center. He's going to roll to his right, looking, still looking. Passes across the middle of the field in the seam.
Ball again.
And it's ball across the midfield. Falls forward to the 48-yard line. That's a pickup of 12 yards and a first down.
3rd and long. They're very efficient in getting 3rd downs at pretty much any yardage, and they got another one again. That's what they do. Very good at on third down.
Yeah, they're 2 of 3 on 3rd down tonight.
And like I said, coming in 18 and 27 last 2 games. That's a very high percentage.
7:05 to go, 2nd quarter. Chisholm has it, 1st and 10 at the Perry Maroon 48-yard line. Brown under center, 1 back set. Receiver comes in motion to the left side. Now he's going to get the pitch, and I think that's cross. Gets across the 45, falls forward across the 40 to the 39.
It's cross, good call.
And that is a 9-yard pickup.
Tackle made by number 55, Devin Palancet.
So actually an 8-yard pickup. So 2nd and 2 for the Chisholm Longhorns as they're driving once again. And nothing flashy, partners. Just that one reverse play has really kind of killed us.
Yeah, that's kind of how Chisholm operates. They'll just kind of nickel and dime you, and they'll get a big play every once in a while. Look at that.
Brown under center, tight formation. Give to Yunker around the right side. He needed 2 yards. He got 2 yards, and that's a first down for Chisholm.
That was that old Full House tee. I can't remember exactly what they call it, but the
Wing
quarterback.
tee.
Well, the wing is when they're on the wings, but the quarterback's lined up. It's just like the strong tee because the running backs all make a line, and then the quarterback continues the tee. I think it's just called the tee formation.
I guess that's why you call it a hybrid tee.
Yeah, then they play the hybrid with this.
Ball
wing.
goes in motion. He's going to get the pitch over there on the right side. Has some blockers, and he's going to get almost 8 yards on the play across the 30, and he's going to be dump trucked down about the 27-yard line, and that is about a 9-yard pickup. And boy, Chisholm's just getting chunks right now.
Yep, methodical drive right now. Up 15-0.
I gave 9. 2nd and 1 on upcoming for the Longhorns. And, you know, we've worked on those plays, but they still execute them very well. 2nd and 1 for the Longhorns. Ball comes in motion now. Brown now back to pass. He's going to pass, and it's complete, and it's going to be a first down across the 20 to the 15-yard line. That's Luke Ball, and that's a 12-yard pickup and a first down. And Chisholm is just eating up and dicing apart the Maroon secondary.
I tell you, it's been Ball we know is a good player, but Swan was the guy that we expected this to really do, and he hasn't had a catch yet.
Brown goes under center once again. Fast-paced offense. That's Ball on the
Great
sweep.
play
And good
by
play. Luke Vollmer stayed home and filled the gap nicely, and Ball's going to lose about 2 yards in the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 12 for the Longhorns.
2-yard loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, they had a unbalanced line there. Chisholm did, and Vollmer played the play very nicely. Got off his block, made the tackle.
Brown comes into center again. Tight formation again. That's Ball in motion. Gets the pitch, and he's going to get across the 15. Falls forward to about the 11.
It's Cross this time, partner.
That was Bailey Cross. Falls forward to the 11. That's a 6-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Longhorns.
Here we go again. 3rd down. Always the key down in football, and it's a big stop here to try to hold them to 3 if
Definitely
they can.
a 4-down territory too as well.
Now they got to kick. They might kick. Yeah. So we hopefully can hold them to 3.
Stack
if
set
else.
here. Brown gets the snap. He's going to give it to his running back right up the middle. Falls forward to about the 5, and I think he's short by a yard. Spitzer Hartwig on the tackle, and I think they did not get that one. So So it's going to bring up a 4th and 1 from the 6-yard line.
Yeah, I see him going for it here.
Very quick snap here. Brown gets it. He's going to give it to his running back around the right side, and it's an easy first down. Gets across the 5 to the 4, and that's a first down and goal for the Longhorns as he got 2 yards. He got 3 yards there.
3 yards.
So first and goal from the 3. And this is just a methodical drive.
And we're up to 9 plays now.
Brown under center, stacked backfield
That
again.
full house.
And he's option play, and he's going to take it himself. Taggart Brown on the right side. Touchdown Chisholm. 3-yard touchdown run for Taggart Brown and the Longhorns, and they're up 21-0. Oh, Lord. And we're up here frustrated because this team, Perry's better than this. We know that. And that reverse just kind of killed us. Took the wind out of ourselves. And
Yeah,
Austin
absolutely.
Swan's going to be back to kick the point after attempt. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. It's up and it's good. And
Extra point is up and good.
it's 22-0 with 3:36 to go in the second quarter. And Perry's down 22-0. So, partner, okay, what do you do now?
You gotta sustain this drive before the half. I mean, you need points. You got to go on as long. Well, it doesn't matter. You got to score before the half. It doesn't matter long, short, because they get the ball back because they kicked off.
Yeah, they do.
So you absolutely have got to get points on this drive. And I would like to see a 3-minute, 36-second drive just for my own sake, just so Chisholm doesn't have the ball again in this quarter.
Well, you're looking at the sideline, partner, and there's not very good body language now.
Well, you're down 22-0 this quick. You probably didn't expect it. I wouldn't think. Chisholm doesn't have that quick strike offense. They're capable of getting big plays, but yeah, at senior night, it does kind of deflate you. But you got to battle. You got to go deep within yourself and try to battle back here.
3:36 to go in the second quarter. Chisholm leads at 22-0. And Perry's gonna, like my partner said, Perry's gonna have to come back and answer somehow, some way before the half ends. Looking down at the coaches, and they're just kind of. It hit hard. It really hit quick, and it was a great first quarter. And the end of the first quarter, they scored to make it 7-0, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. So,
yep.
Austin Swan back to kick from his own 40-yard line, kicking to the north. He's going to break Dell back to return for Perry. And a great kick. And Dell's going to take it about the 10, and he's going to bobble it. And he's going to get hit hard as he crosses the 10-yard line to the 12. And he's mad at himself that he just bobbled the ball. And Perry's going to be back deep in their own territory. And about the 12-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Maroons at their own 12. Just going to have to keep it together, guys.
Yeah, you just can't let this.
Actually, at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 for Perry. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. 1 back set. Padilla in the shotgun. Gets a snap. He's gonna fumbles, and Mason Taylor fumbled it. Chisholm recovers it, and is it in the end zone?
It's at like the 2 or 3 yard line.
And Chisholm's gonna have the ball 1st and goal on the fumble by Mason Taylor, and this one's quickly getting out of hand.
Fumble recovered by Chisholm.
And that one's on Mason Taylor.
Yeah, he had it. I don't know what happened. He just dropped the ball.
And Mason Taylor's in there, so I guess Brian Hatfield is still hurt.
Yeah,
I don't see him on the
getting worse and
sideline. I
worse.
think he's already gone in. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Chisholm at the 2-yard line, and boy, they can put it away quickly here. Stacked backfield again, and just an easy touchdown there. Touchdown, 2-yard touchdown. I can't see who that was.
Yunker.
That was Britton Yunker with the 2-yard touchdown run, and Chisholm is the route's on.
Just no fight on that. They just let him walk in. There was no fight on that play. They just deflated.
Austin Swan back to kick the extra point. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way, and
He pushed it.
He pushed it wide to the right, so it's 28-0. And that's one thing that's gone right for Perry tonight, as it is 28-0. Chisholm on top by 4 touchdowns, as we are 3:21 to go before halftime, and
Well, the turnovers killing us again.
And they've got 3 of their own too. It's
we're not,
and we haven't converted.
We're not answering right. You're right. That's because it's like the Stroud game. Remember, we got 3 turnovers on them, and we didn't answer. We didn't score off those turnovers, and they did, and that was the difference.
There's something different. You sound different now. What'd you do?
I don't know. I squeezed the top in a little.
You moved it. You moved.
What'd you do?
28-0 as is the score. Chisholm on top. 3:21 to go, second quarter. Perry has a lot of work to do. We've got a couple of injuries. Braden Sweet came back from injury. Brian Hatfield, I'm trying to see if he's on the sideline. I don't think he's on the sideline, partner. I think he went into the locker room.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see him either.
So now you're down with no running backs now.
Yeah, you're down to a guy who doesn't have many carries.
Austin Swan to kick. A squibbler going to be taken by Liam Clausen. He's just going to fall on it right
Probably
there.
a smart thing.
And he'll fall on at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Maroons with 3:21 to go in the half. And they're down by 28. Let's see if Perry can get something going here.
They don't have a choice. They got to get something going here.
Yeah, Brian Hatfield's not out there. Mason Taylor's going to stay in there at running back.
It's like 22.
Also going to bring Ebersol in
Another
for the
senior.
Maroons. Chandler Ebersol into the game. So 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. 1 back set. Taylor behind Dawson. He gets a snap. He's
Taylor is poor Taylor. He's lost. He doesn't know the plays. You know, he's not used to being in there.
Broken play, and Dawson had to eat it. And at this point, you don't have anybody else at running back, partner.
No, you don't. I mean, you could go to Santoy, but
here's
Hatfield running back.
Hatfield's running back. He's got a major tape job. As it's going to be 2nd and 12 for Perry. That was a loss of 2 for Dawson Padilla on that play. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, 1 back set. Shotgun formation. Padilla takes the snap. He's going to give it to Mason Taylor around the right side. Up the middle now. Gets across
a good run.
The 25. Falls forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a pickup of 8 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a very manageable 3rd and 4 for Perry.
Yeah, when he can hold on to the ball, Mason's a pretty good little runner. Just having issues tonight, fumbling.
So 3rd and 4 for the Maroons. 4 receivers again. 1 back set. Padilla gets a shotgun snap. He's going to pass down to Braden Sweet. And making one miss. Gets across the 35. Falls forward to the 37-yard line. That's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And just a little juke move there, partner. And got out in some open space and got the 1st down.
Yeah, that's always what you want to do with Braden. Just get him in space, let him work. Good blocking on the corner by Rupp, I believe that was. Yeah, I believe it was Rupp on the corner by blocking for Sweet.
Now you're in your 2-minute drill if you're Perry. 4 receivers again, 1 back set. That's still Taylor. Dawson Padilla gets snaps, going to hand it to Taylor right up the middle. Oh, nice little juke. Gets across the 40, falls forward to the 42. That's a 5-yard gain. And it brings up a 2nd and 5 for Perry.
All you need is carries and to get comfortable. And sometimes I think that's just what happened with Mason. I think he just was a little lost out there, a little scared. Getting carries, getting going.
4 receivers again, 1 back set. JD gets the shotgun snap, fires it to Joe Rupp. It's complete. He's going to be wrestled down around midfield. That's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards and a 1st down for the Maroons.
I like the play calling, pass run, kind of throwing Chisholm off the rhythm a little bit.
And they're playing back a little bit more now,
Probably.
up 28-0. So
hey, if you're going to give it to them, we'll
That's
take
right.
it. Try to get the points.
Same receivers, 4 receivers, 1 back set.
Mason moved.
Yeah, Mason did move, and referee's right on top of it. It's going to be a false start on Mason Taylor. That's going to bring up a 1st and 15 with 1:23 to go before half.
Well, that's only our first penalty tonight, partners. That's another.
That's a good key
thing.
right there.
That's one part of the keep it clean thing I was saying, and the other part hasn't really worked out with the turnovers.
Same set, 4 receivers, 2 to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set. Dawson gets a snap, looking to pass. He's going to fire the
Oh, man.
Oh, man, Liam Clausen almost made a one-handed grab over there on the fade. Actually, that's Joe Ruppo. That's not Joe Rupp.
No,
that was Chandler Ebersol.
Ebersol.
Almost made a one-handed catch. Falls incomplete, though.
Why is Dale standing on the sideline over here?
Brings up 2nd and 15. Have no idea.
He's just standing there. He didn't
Well,
look hurt.
He got rung on that kickoff return. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Dawson Padilla gets snapped, hands off to Mason Taylor. He's going to be. He
dropped
fumbles
it.
again. He fumbles again. I think Chisholm got it again. Yes, they did. Chisholm's ball, 1st and 10.
Man, it's a promising drive, too.
And you can't do anything. You're dry in the stable right now.
Yeah, and, Mason, you got to hold on to the ball, but I got to give him. I'm not too mad at him. He was trying to get extra yardage. Just you have to have that ball secure, and he didn't. He's just having a rough night.
So 1st and 10 for Chisholm at the Perry Maroon 44-yard line. 4 receivers, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far for Chisholm, and Perry's going to have to take their final timeout. And we're going to keep it right here as we've got our timeouts in.
Just had a personnel issue there. Didn't know who was supposed to be on.
Chisholm's trying to go for the throat here with 1:03 to go, and they basically showed it because they had 4 receivers and 1 back set in the shotgun formation. They haven't shown that all night, so they're trying. They were trying to go for the throat.
Well, you can't. That's what you got to. You want to win the game. That's. Try to put the nail in the coffin early and then just maintain the second half.
And once again, Chisholm's a good team, but, they've turned the ball over 3 times. We just have not done what we needed to do to answer back tonight.
No, and I think right after one of their turnovers, I know we turned it over very first, then they turned it over, but I think another turnover, we got it back. I think we turned it over right back to them on the very next drive. Could look that up right here.
Brian Hatfield's back out there for the defense. That's a good sign. As we come out of the break, and Perry's out of timeouts, I believe.
Yeah, they are. They used their 3rd right there.
So Chisholm comes out and counters with the same set. 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. 1 back set. It's their last lineman down there. Taggart Brown in the shotgun formation. Gets a snap. And bobbles it. Back to pass, though. Under pressure. And he's going to be sacked up across midfield back to the 47-yard line.
Man, that was a big time.
That is a 9-yard sack. And that was Byer in on the sack for the Maroons. And Chisholm's going to take a timeout now. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 19 for the Longhorns. And, they're still fighting, partner. Down 28-0. They're still fighting. Garrett Byer, that's a senior.
Byer's a senior.
And he's going to go out. If he's going to go out, he's going to go out with some glory. So, as we got a clock situation here. And 52 seconds back on the clock. I don't know why, but
I'm not really in agreement with Chisholm's use of a timeout here. You're gonna get the ball back after the half. It's 28-0. They don't have any timeouts left.
But this is how their coach Jerry Reiner. He likes big plays. He wants to get up as far as he can because Chisholm. Let's be honest. They didn't beat us last year. That was the first time they beat us last year in district since they joined 2A1.
Really?
And so Chisholm has been there and done that, and they want to put their opponent away as quickly as possible.
Yeah. I know it's football. I always preach. If you don't want to get run up on or whatever, it's scored upon. Stop them. I'm not really talking about you're just trying to run up our score on us. I just don't agree with the timeout there.
Next year is going to be interesting for Chisholm. They lose a ton this year.
I just you get the ball back. Let's just get to the half here.
So they come out of the timeout. 2 receivers the far side, 2 to the near. 1 back set. Back to pass. Taggart Brown under pressure. Going to have a fire screen. And Garrett Byers right there to defend it. And there's no gain. Maybe gave him 1 to the 48. So actually, the 49 gave him 2. So to bring up a 3rd and 16, Chisholm takes another timeout. And a 3rd and long upcoming.
Yeah. And this is another thing. You just got sacked. And then now you got no yards, maybe 1. And you're calling another timeout? It's not like you're inside the 20. I just don't agree with it. But, hey, you don't get your timeouts back.
Tell me how you really feel, partner.
I'm not saying he's run out the score because I'm not one of those guys. I just think this is interesting scenario, interesting use of the timeouts. But, you don't keep them, like I said, so what the heck.
3rd and 16 upcoming from their own 49-yard line. Like my partner alluded to, there's a 9-yard sack and then a screenplay right there. Got 2 yards and brings up 3rd and 16. And Perry's got to be vigilant here on 3rd and 16. 3rd and long has not been kind to him tonight.
No, and don't fall asleep.
That's what Chisholm comes out here with. One receiver to the near, one to the near and one to the far. Brown goes under center, one back set. Receiver goes in motion. He's going to take the snap. He's going to roll to his right, fires across the middle of the field. Dangerous pass. It was intended for number 11. That was Austin Swan, very well covered in that secondary for the Perry Maroons. And it brings up a 4th and long for the Chisholm Longhorns.
And here you go.
Chisholm now 2 of 5 on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've done better. Perry's done better, done a good job on them tonight so far.
Chisholm is their offense is staying out there, partner.
Stay out there? Okay.
I mean, Perry's got a quick strike offense if they can get it going. And
that's another part of it. I mean, I guess they're not going to punt here, but if they were, these last plays were just stupid because now Perry gets the ball back.
Play clock is running down.
Yeah, good delay game.
And he was not set. He wasn't set.
Yeah,
that's going to be a false start. That play's not going to happen. They're going to decline that.
Yeah.
And Perry's going to get the ball right at midfield.
Now you see where my
you're
what
thinking
I'm talking about with the coach.
Yeah, Perry will get the ball at the Chisholm 49 with 35 seconds to go. So hold on to your hat here, partner. This is not over. Perry can still score here.
Absolutely, and that's just mismanagement and yes, I'm going to say arrogance on the part of Coach Reiner.
It is a legal shift. It will be declined by Perry, and Perry will get the ball 1st and 10 at the Chisholm 49. So they are they're 1 of 2 on 4th down conversion tonight. And Perry will have the ball at the Chisholm 49-yard line with 35 seconds to go. No timeouts. So let's see what sophomore Dawson Padilla can. And Brian Hatfield does not go back out there. It's Mason Taylor. We may not see Hatfield out the running back tonight. Padilla is going to roll to his left. Fires, and it's complete to Braden Sweet at the 40, trying to get out of bounds. He's wrestled down at the 40, and Braden's hobbling again, 24 seconds and counting. That was a pickup of 9 on the play, so it brings up 2nd and 1. 16 seconds, boy. Dawson Padilla fires and is batted down.
Oh,
and
give me
51,
a break.
You got to flag him. Come on.
Give me a break.
You got to flag him. That is arrogance right there. That's unsportsmanlike.
You break Pettis. You're not in the
number
NFL.
51, Pettis should have been flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Thinks he's J.J. Watt, I guess.
You cannot do that in high school football.
That's taunting.
That is taunting.
He was right. He didn't look on his sideline and do it. He looked right at Padilla.
Right at Dawson.
You got to give me a break.
You got to flag him. I would have flagged him in a heartbeat, partner. 3rd and 1. 11 seconds to go. Back to pass. Dawson Padilla is going to fire short. Complete to Braden Sweet. He's going to be punched out of bounds. Got the 1st down. And he gets across the 40 to about the 38-yard line. So, actually to the 37. Pick up a 3 and a 1st down.
There's just no room for that crap at the high school level, partner. I hardly ever want to see it at the NFL level. I sure as heck don't want to see it down here.
No, I agree. I totally agree. 1st and 10 for Perry at the Chisholm 37-yard line. And let's see what we got. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, 1 back set. And that pistol formation. Padilla back to pass. And he fires incomplete.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, incomplete. Braden, he thought Braden was going to stop there. Braden kept going, and it's incomplete on the right side. So now you're going to have to fire into the end zone with 5 seconds to go.
Yeah, and it's still good fight from our Maroons here. They're still trying to score points. That's all you can ask for.
The 1st and 10 for the Maroons at the Chisholm 37. 2nd and 10, excuse me.
You got it, right.
At the Chisholm 37-yard line with 5 seconds to go before halftime. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, 1 back set. Pistol formation once again. Back to pass is Dawson. He's going to fire to Braden Sweet down that sideline. And Braden made the catch. Well,
he caught it.
Catch,
man.
Going to run out of time.
Still a good idea.
He caught it to the 8-yard line, so we'll give him a 31-yard catch and a 1st down, but that's the end of the 1st half. And Perry is down 28-0 at halftime.
I think he got to the 4, partner.
Got to the 4.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's inside the 5.
So we'll give him
33 yards.
33-yard catch on the play, and it was going to be first and goal, but time runs out. First half is over. 28-0. Chisholm leads it. We're going to take our first time out. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
This is Ray McCray.
Campbell Communications, where we bring the game to you.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma, Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. As wish I had better news for you tonight, but it's all Chisholm, 28-0. Unfortunately, at halftime, and some of the attitudes was coming across from the Chisholm team, and I don't want to be that guy, but I'm sorry, you're up 28-0, and you start saying, you go for the throat and look at the opponent's quarterback in the face and everything, and just not real good tactics. And the referees need to get a hold of that in the second half.
Absolutely, it's all of my attitude on that is act like you've been there.
They haven't been. That's first year was last year.
Well, they've been there 1 year at the least. I mean, Pettis is a senior. Grow up. I mean, he was on the team last year there, so he's been there a little bit. He's had the success. I just don't like seeing that. You should see me at home watching Monday Night Football or Sunday football. I can't stand any kind of celebration in the end zone. I'm very old-fashioned when it comes to stuff like that, and that really sickened me.
Let's go ahead and do the first half stats, if you will. Trying to get Ron Dwyer up here. I think he forgot because I don't see him.
You need the first downs and stuff.
Yeah. That would help. So I'm going to look out here and see if I can see him. Go ahead, partner.
All right, we'll go. We want to. We'll go with Chisholm first, as they are our guests. They've got 157 total yards, 68 through the air, 89 on the ground. They got the 3 touchdowns rushing, one through the air. That 89 on the ground is misleading because they have a 151-yard play on a reverse to Johnson. 3 turnovers, 4 penalties for 30 yards, and possessed at 9:32. So kind of taking them out of their game a little bit, as Perry is possessed at 14:28. Their stats: they got 145 on the ground total, 86 through the air, 59 on the ground. They got the 4 turnovers, 3 fumbles, and 1 interception. No touchdowns, obviously. Only 1 penalty. They had 8 first downs that first half to Chisholm's 8 as well. I'm not sure that's right, partner. Did Perry get 8 first downs?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. On third down, Chisholm is 2 for 5, so Perry's doing a pretty good job of that. And Perry is 1 for 7. They've got to step that up in the second half. Let's see. That's pretty much all we need for right now, partner. I'm gonna throw it back to you so we can get the coach.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We're going to come back with Coach Ron Dwyer, the coach of the Perry Lady Maroons basketball team. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
world needs a lot of energy to run, so we care about where and how it's produced. At Devon Energy, we're not just providing energy, but responsible ways to supply it. That's why we're proud supporters of the areas where we live and work. Because just as important as what the world needs today is what it needs for tomorrow. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep.
And welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside now the coach of your Perry Lady Maroons basketball team, Ron Dwyer. And Coach, we got already basketball already. It's October 31st, and we're pretty close to the season opening. And gone is Shawnee Edwards, gone is Chelsea Dieterding, and who's the other one?
Riley Bellman.
Riley Bellman. Let's talk about, you got Jessica Bennett coming back to lead at point guard. Let's talk about your team this year. Who their young ones might be coming up to help, and just what the overall outlook is on the team this year.
Well, you said it. We lost 3 seniors that played a lot of minutes for us last year, but we're really looking forward to the season. As far as boys go, basketball is getting ready to start. As far as girls go, we've been at it for quite a while already. Already had one scrimmage and got a pretty good look. Of course, we've got Jessica coming back to run our point guard spot for us, and Megan Drake, who's had major minutes for us for the last 2 years. Carly Arnold, who's played a lot of minutes also. Kinsey Richards is a junior that's coming back for us, and then got a number of sophomores that have played some also, and like you said, got quite a crew of freshmen. We got, I think, 11 freshmen.
Well, let's talk about some of the things that you guys do in the off season. I know Mackenzie Richards has told me that you guys go to some camps and stuff like that to maybe get some more practice in, some more team unity or some chemistry. What kind of things did you guys do over the summer and the off season?
Well, immediately after the season last year, I had quite a few of mine in the off season in school, and we can still practice those things during the hour at school, and they're real good about working on skills that they needed to develop over the summer. Really, in the month of pretty much all the month of June, we travel around and play in team camps, and I don't know, that's something that I've always done a lot of. I feel like it's very important for team chemistry. Very important kind of getting us all on the same page for what we're going to be doing next year. I knew we were going to have a lot of freshmen we were going to have to incorporate pretty much immediately. So it was an important summer for us to do that so that these girls could kind of get used to playing with each other.
Well, the season ended on a last-second desperation shot from the Henrietta forward that if you look at it, that angle, you're just thinking, how the heck did she make that shot? Because it was an impossible angle. And unfortunately, that was, the end of the season. What did you tell your team after that game? And who do you look for to be the leaders of this team this year?
Well, that shot that beat us in regionals last year, to me, that was typical of our season last year.
It's a microcosm.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, we had, in the first month of the season, we lost 2 overtime games by a single point. We lost another game on a last-second shot, and that just kind of seemed to happen to us over and over all season. I think out of all of them, I think we hit one last-second shot at Hennessy.
Yes, we did.
And we lost the rest of them. And if you look at that, if you look back on that, if you have those 4 or 5 and we win, then there's a pretty good chance we get the district against Beggs, because Beggs gets the regional. And honestly, the way we played Beggs, I think at home we would have had every opportunity to beat them. So that's how tight the girls basketball is in this area. You just got to make those few little plays, and we just weren't quite able to get it done last year. I think I like the crew that we have this year. I realize we don't have a lot of girls that played coming back, but we've got enough. We've got girls with experience that are good leaders. All of the girls that I mentioned, I feel confident in their leadership.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming up here, and we're going to bring live Perry Maroon basketball on YouTube this year,
Great.
and also Channel 52 with Suddenlink. So we're really excited about doing that for you this year, and we're looking forward to the season. Thanks for coming up here and sharing a little time with us.
Thank you.
And that was Coach Ron Dwyer, your head coach of the Perry Lady Maroons basketball team. Keep it right here. We'll come back with the scoreboard show after this. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Yes, that's Chevrolet Buick GMC of Perry, family owned and operated for 19 years, where it's comfortable to buy a car.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. Halftime here. Chisholm leads 28-0. And let's go ahead and get some scores. Did you have your scores up?
No, that's what I should have been doing. I was watching the cheer squad. They did a good job of the Thriller, a rendition of Thriller.
They do that every year. Yes, they do that every year, as well as the light show tonight with the band.
It's cool.
But we're going to go ahead and get some scores up here. I'm going to let Mike do that for you. It's a Suddenlink scoreboard show at halftime, 3:42 to go. I'm sure they're going to put a little time left back on the clock. We'll go ahead and get some scores for you. Go ahead, partner.
Okay, let me find something here. Let's see, Anadarko and continue to run roughshod over the state of Oklahoma 3A and 4A the last 3 or 4 years. Up 28-3 over Newcastle. Newcastle is a very good team, so that is impressive by Anadarko. Not surprising, but impressive. Midwest City and Lawton tied at 14 at the half. I'm not really doing them in any order, guys. I'm just kind of going what I see on my Twitter feed. So if you want to message in some scores more of interest, please feel free to do so. Wow.
Let me look.
Yeah, you're going to need to look. My Twitter feed is not updating tonight. A lot of high school scores. I got Scott Wright and the same people you do. Oh, I got a really interesting score here. Mustang 13-5 over Tulsa Union in the second.
Wow.
About 35 minutes ago. I'd really like to know where that score is now.
Let's see here. Okay.
Oh, there they are. They're all 37 minutes behind. That's the problem, partner.
Yep.
All mine are behind.
Yep, mine too.
You want me to just continue then?
Yeah, just keep continue.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got...
Ooh, Glenpool leads Tuttle 29-22.
All right.
Wow. Go ahead.
Let's see. Vian over Antlers, 28-0 at half.
There's a good one in Class 3A tonight.
Who is it, Locust Grove? No, not Locust Grove.
Oops, that's not what I want to do.
I got Booker T.
Bethany and Mount St. Mary's. It's 28-21
Bethany's
into the third
good.
quarter. We knew that was going to be a good one tonight. Bethany leads Mount St. Mary 28-21.
They're always good. They're good when I was in high school, too. John Marshall up 21-14 on Meeker. Bixby up 43-19 in the second quarter on Muskogee. Westmore up 20-9 on Yukon at the half. Health in Oklahoma, Homeroo McClanahan up 35-0 on Wilson.
I can't believe you knew that. 35-7 Hennessy at halftime over Newcastle.
38-0 Wesleyan Christian. Let's see, Dewar over Walika 28-6. Chickasha over El Reno 14-0 at the half. These are all second quarter and halftime scores.
Cushing killing Blackwell 48-6 third quarter.
And Cushing's pretty good.
Blackwell 4-4 though.
Yeah, Locust Grove scoring almost 60 points a game. It's got 60 right now at the half against Enola, 60-14. They've been putting up lots of points this year. Fort Gibson 14-7 over Poto at the half. No, that's first quarter score. Some of these are really. Fairview 20-6 over Hooker at the half. One of Chisholm's wins out of district.
Great name for a town in Oklahoma.
Hooker, yeah.
Yeah, Hooker. I don't know what's going on with my sound here, partner.
We still screwy over there?
Yeah, and I didn't hit any buttons, but Tyson said he's not getting me very good. So.
Well, college score. I know Memphis is only up 20-14 on Tulsa at the half.
Grace.
That's a good Good effort from Tulsa. They're 1-7 on the year, and Memphis is a pretty decent team, 4-3. Got a really good quarterback, Paxton Lynch.
Battle of really bad teams.
No, like I just said, Memphis is 4-3. They got.
They are.
Yeah, they're better this year. They actually played really well with UCLA. They got a good quarterback. Unfortunately, an Oklahoma Sooner. Sorry, Sooner fans. Is the head coach. It's Justin Fuente. He was only a Sooner for a couple years, then he transferred to McNeese State. So I guess technically you can say he's a McNeese State.
That's where he went. That's
yeah.
Right. Okay.
No, Murray State. The Racers. He went to Murray State.
Racers.
Either way, he didn't graduate from the Sooners, so I shouldn't hold any ill will against him. But he played at OU. I kind of have to. It's nothing I can do about it, folks.
Right.
I am contractually obligated to do it because my boss says so. So. But I enjoy it, so it's okay.
Let's go ahead and talk keys to the second half since we haven't got very many scores and
absolutely.
Put your hat on and be Coach Bennett right now.
I can't. There's too many expletives.
Yes, you can. No, I don't want you to say they come to Jesus expletives.
Oh, okay. Well, but, we've got a lot of injuries. I really think at this point, at this game right now, this is kind of a nurture talk because we've been down big at the half before, and he's yelled at him and. Sometimes that doesn't get your point across. You really got to come across differently this time. You got to clean up everything. Not everything. You got to clean up turnovers. And when we get the turnovers, we got to do something about it. That's key. 3 turnovers for them, 4 for us, unfortunately. But they have 3. That's huge. 3 in the first half. You would think maybe the score could be 12-0. But unfortunately, we have not scored on our turnovers. They have. Third downs, we're better. We're doing better. We're only allowing them 2 for 5. They're about 70% on third downs the last 2 games, so we're doing better there. We're not getting third downs. That's key. We're 1 for 8, I believe. That's huge because that sustains drives.
1 for 7.
1 for 7. You got to sustain drives, and getting third downs is, of course, key. Moving the chains. We got 8 first downs.
Well, and you mentioned those turnovers, partner, and they gave you 3 turnovers in the first half, and
right off the bat, yeah.
They were kind of like, oh gosh, we're in for a dogfight.
It was nothing with a minute to go.
Then you let them off the hook on that 51-yard reverse, and it was downhill from there.
Yeah.
So you gotta find some kind of continuity, something that's gonna work in the second half and get some stops, and maybe you can get back into this one.
Absolutely.
So
I agree.
Perry's come to the sideline, and we've got under a minute to go before we get the third quarter kicked off, and Chisholm, unfortunately, is going to have the ball to start the third quarter. So that's going to take some time off the clock that you're going to need.
Yeah, it's also now it's below 40, about 44 degrees right now, so the sweatshirt is on.
I'm looking at Braden Sweet here. He's trying to still run off that.
That's tough when it's
injury.
Cold too.
Yeah, and
everything just hurts more when it's cold.
Ryan Hatfield is back out here. We'll see if he gets any carries this half. They may hold him out. Colby Mendenhall, I was told that he's going to try and practice next week, but he will probably. You got Hennessy Eagles up there, partner. Dyson Davis.
Yes, I do.
Well, like I said before the game, they have a little bit of from up here, except for the red on their shoulder pads. They kind of look like
he told me he's going to try and practice next week. He probably will not play at Alva, but he really wants to be back for the playoffs. So hopefully we can see him. And Garrett Byer getting ready to kick off from his own 40 as we get the third quarter underway.
Yeah, it would be huge to get Colby back in any capacity for the playoffs.
And Garrett puts a boot into it.
Because he plays defense, too.
Low driving kick down the middle of the field at the 20, 25, 30, and wrapped up at the 30-yard line. Very good kickoff coverage there. Gave him the 32, so that's a kick from the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we'll give him a 28-yard kick on the kickoff.
Is the the Hartwig brothers in there on the tackle.
Yep, the Hartwig brothers, the senior Spencer and the sophomore Jansen, I believe.
Yeah, and he's a good-looking little player. Get some weight on him. We've talked about it. He'll be a nice addition next year.
Taggart Brown under center for the Longhorns. One receiver comes in motion. That's he's going to get the snap, and he gets the corner, and that's ball again. Gets across the 30-yard line. Gets to about the 34-yard line. Gave him a pickup of probably 2 yards on the play, so it brings up 2nd and 8 for the Longhorns. And that play right there was better covered than in the first half so far for the Maroons.
All right, that's a good sign. Shows they're not quitting. Not going to come out and just lay down for the Longhorns.
Hatfield in there at linebacker. Braden Sweet back in there too. So playing injured, 4 receivers. Now Taggart Brown gets a stop, and he's going to be stacked up in the backfield and sacked back at the 31-yard line, a 3-yard sack, and it was a host of Maroons. It was
like
Brian,
Hartwig, Vollmer, and Hatfield.
Yeah, Hatwig, Vollmer, and Hatfield all with a half sack. Give him a credit there as they all got him at the same time. Hatfield still, God, he's still in pain.
Yeah, he's tough
He's
kid.
probably not going to carry the ball. I'm just going to say it right now for the second half, as he's really doing what he can to stay out there for his team. The senior does not want to come off the field. So 3rd and long again for Chisholm. Brown under center. Receiver comes in motion, gets a snap. He's going to hand it to, no, he's going to fake it. He's going to throw it. And
almost
it's
picked
almost
off.
picked off
By
in
Buck.
coverage by Dylan Buck, but it falls incomplete. Austin Swan, intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down for Perry, and they've held on the first drive of the third quarter.
That's huge. Huge, huge, huge. That's Swan. That's the first time we've even called his name except for extra point.
Yeah. So Chisholm will be forced to punt, and Bailey Cross will be back to punt for the Longhorns. He'll be punting to Braden Sweet. Still no Drake Dell. He must have got his bell rung, and they must have done a concussion test on him.
Yeah.
Or something, because he has not been back out there. He is on the
He's
sideline.
right there next to Shadowan or
but
Crow.
He must have not have passed the test.
Guess not. I mean, I can't imagine they're punishing him for that fumble, for bobbling the ball.
No, he got lit up on that kickoff return.
Yeah, that has to be it.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that. It's going to be a timeout for Chisholm. Not understanding why there's a timeout here. We're going to take one with them. It was the Perry Maroon Football Triple Play Sports.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Decker Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Decker Funeral Home. We are here for you.
And welcome back to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as Bailey Cross gets the snap, puts a boot into it. And it's a short kick, gets a Chisholm roll across the 40-35, still rolling. And it's going to be down about the 32-yard line. That's where Perry's going to take over from their own 32. 1st and 10 for Perry at the 32-yard line. And let's see what Dawson Padilla and the troops can come out with first on their first drive of the second half. Perry down 28-0. Go ahead.
No, I was speaking to myself there. I was putting the numbers in the wrong box. I was confused.
Padilla in the shotgun formation, one back set. That's Hatfield. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 in the near. He's back in there. He gets a snap. Pass is short. It's complete. No, it's incomplete. Intended for Joe Rupp, and he dropped it. In coverage right there was Johnson. Colton Johnson in the coverage on the quick slant. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10, and Brian Hatfield back out there at
Man,
running
just
back.
can't speak enough on his toughness.
I can't.
But it's impressive.
Padilla in the shotgun formation, pistol formation again. 2 receivers in the far, 1 in the near. Gets a snap. He's going to fake it to Hatfield, and he's going to fire incomplete over there on the right side of the line of scrimmage to Braden Sweet, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Perry.
I like that play call though. Fake to Hatfield. Looked like Padilla's going to run. He has the option to throw, and he does. Just misfired on the pass.
Joe Rupp comes in with the play call. 10:21 to go, third quarter. Well, I don't know what that is, Tyson. I don't know why I sound that way, but.
Oh, you sound fine.
Oh, sound fine? Okay, I sound better now. I sound like I'm in a box.
We are in a booth. It's kind of a box.
Padilla in the shotgun formation, back to pass, and he's going to fire. And
Rupp
Rupp
just tripped.
Slipped, and he would have been open and probably would have had a first down, but he slipped, and his ball's incomplete. It's going to be 4th down for Perry, unfortunately.
Yeah, 3 and outs was the exact opposite of what we needed there.
Chisholm will get the ball in pretty good field position. Garrett Byer, last punt was a 1 yard, so see if he can improve on that. 10:17 to go, third quarter. Chisholm up 28-0. Snap back. Garrett gets it, puts a boot into a much better kick. A high short kick taken by.
Fair catch.
That's by Luke Ball at the 45-yard line. So that is a
23-yarder.
23-yard punt. And that'll set up Chisholm 1st and 10 at their own 45. Defense called upon again to get a stop. Chisholm probably not going to do much. They're going to want to get that clock just to keep moving. Brown under center. Receiver comes in motion to the left side. Gets the snap. It's ball on the sweep again. Trying to find some room. Has a little bit of room. Gets across midfield, and he's going to be hit and dropped about the 47-yard line.
Cross this time.
And he gets 8 yards on the play, so it brings up 2nd and 2. But we've got a penalty on the play. Or we've got an injury. We've got an injured
Not on
Maroon.
us.
We've got an injured
Oh my
Maroon.
gosh, it just won't stop. I can't see because the ref's in the way.
I'm looking to see who's not in the
Can
huddle.
you see who that is, Tyson? Let's see. 25.
That's
I think
Vollmer.
it's
That's
Vollmer.
Luke Vollmer. Oh, God.
He's a good player. We can't afford to lose anybody, but we can't lose at this point because we're just so down on our
And
numbers.
they're checking the ankle, it looks like. Coach Bennett checking the ankle for the junior linebacker.
It rains, it pours,
And
partner.
He's going to try to get up on his own power. He does, gets to his feet. And he's favoring that right ankle.
You know, we're already down Reyes at one spot. I don't know who would come in for maybe Jansen at that. I think he plays does he play the will? Or no, he plays the linebacker. I don't know who would come in at that spot.
I have no idea either, partner. As he's going to walk off under his own power, but he's gingerly walking off.
Definitely be out for. Has to be out one play, but I think he might.
As
a
he walks,
little more.
He walks closer to the sideline. He's putting a little bit more pressure on it. So lots of banged up players right now for Perry.
Yep.
As we get to the end of the season.
Yeah, that'll start to wear on any team.
So 2nd and 2
It
for
is
Chisholm. A short 2 upcoming.
It is Jansen, partner.
Jansen Hartwig at the linebacker position now for Perry.
He's a good player. He doesn't really have any weight on him right now. That could be a factor.
Receiver comes in motion. That's ball.
He's going to throw.
And he's looking to throw over there on the left side. He's going to throw. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 2. Ball just threw it up desperate throw, and it was out of bounds. But boy, he should have just eaten that one, partner.
Well, I don't know if he would have had a loss. You wouldn't want to take a loss.
He
on a
should have
sack
just ran.
there.
He had the corner.
Yeah, he wants to stick true to the play call.
It brings up 3rd and 2 for Chisholm, and see if they go with that stacked set in the backfield. And they are. Stacked set in the backfield. 3 backs. Taggart Brown under center. He gets a snap. He's going to hand it to the first man through, and it's an easy first down. Falls forward to the 40-yard line. Needed 2, and he got 7. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for Chisholm.
And he's going to be good for Chisholm 1st down. Spot ball just outside the Maroon 40-yard line.
And that's their first 3rd down conversion of the second half. It's 1st and 10 for Chisholm at the 40-yard line. Brown under center. Receiver goes in motion to the left. He's back to pass. Play action pass. And Braden Sweet mistimed his jump. And the pass is complete to number 10.
It's Brady.
Karsten Brady, all the way down to the 18-yard line. So we'll call it a 22-yard pickup.
Man,
And Braden was right
he
there.
Had it. Yeah,
in
he was
center
right there.
field.
Just kind of mistimed it, misjudged his leap.
And he comes out of the ball game. He's very dejected after that play. And
They had a pick.
Senior does not want to go out like this. And boy, this senior class, great kids, and they're down 28-0. See if they have anything left. Back to pass, Taggart Brown, and he passed not even close to his receiver. And the closest one to the ball was Chandler Ebersol for the Maroons in coverage. As Perry's getting a little bit younger in the backfield now in that secondary. I think Drake Dell's back out there as corner. Nope, that's Clausen. So you got Clausen and Ebersol, the corners for Perry.
That's a good learning experience, but it's tough when you're the team and have them.
Taggart Brown gets a snap. Ball's got the corner on the left side, trying to get around the corner. Does. He gets around the left side to about the, can't tell, we'll call it maybe the 12-yard line, so maybe a 6-yard pickup. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Longhorns.
6-yard gain of play brings up 3rd down and 4.
So he gave him 7 to the 11, so 7-yard pickup officially. So we'll call it 3rd and 3. Scoreboard says 3rd and 4. We'll call it 3rd and 3. Brown under center. Receiver comes in motion. He's going to get the handoff. He cuts it back up the middle of the field and has the first down easily. He gets across the 10-yard line to about the, where are they marking? We'll call it the 6-yard line. So pick up a 5 yards on the play. 1st and goal for Chisholm.
Another one of their
and another 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, 7-play drive so far.
1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Stacked formation. Brown back to pass now on the play action and an easy touchdown, and that's Karsten Brady. 6-yard touchdown pass. Touchdown Chisholm. That's Brown's 2nd touchdown pass of tonight. And it goes for 6 yards. Chisholm adjusting over for the point after attempt.
Number 11, Austin Swan, set kicks the extra point.
Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. It is good, barely, as Chisholm now leads at 35-0. And we've got our breaks in, I believe. Actually, we're going to take another break. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
The National Institute of Mental Health reports that 1 in 4 adults will experience a mental health disorder in a given year. I'm Marjorie McGinn, President and Executive Director of Women in Government. Talk to your healthcare provider because serious mental illness can be treated. Between 70 and 90% of individuals see significant symptom relief and improved quality of life. To learn more, please visit womeningovernment.org.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, Tyson Davis, our television producer and all that, engineer. And it's 35-0 as Chisholm has put another 7 on the board. Brown, 6-yard touchdown pass to Karsten Brady. Point after attempt by Swan was good. It makes it 35-0, partner. And unfortunately, this is a lot we've seen in the last 4 weeks.
At home, too.
Yeah.
It's confounding me. I can't understand. I mean, we played the best teams at home for one reason. That's one reason. But still, you got to have a better effort at home.
There's a kickoff. Joe Rupp now back to cover. He takes about the 4-yard line, crosses the 10, stutter steps, and he's only going to get back to maybe the 15. And that's where they're going to mark him. 1st and 10 from the 15 for Perry. And you're without Drake Dale. You're without Luke Vollmer now. You've got a half going. Brian Hatfield injured. Braden Sweet limping. And you really want something good for this team to happen right now.
Yeah, you hate to see stuff like this.
It does. I hate calling games like this. I really do. I
just feel bad for the kids. You know, they try hard all week. They don't want this to not happen.
Padilla gets the shotgun snap, and he fumbled it.
No way.
Oh, it's an incomplete pass on the shovel pass. Thank God. I thought the way Chisholm was reacting, the ball was on the ground. And it was a shovel pass intended for Garrett Byer, I guess, in the middle of the field. And it falls incomplete, so it's 2nd and 10 for the Maroons. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, 1 back set. Padilla is going to roll to his right. He's got a receiver. Braden Sweet was open. It's incomplete. It falls out of his reach. But he had the corner on Austin Swan, and also in coverage was number 12. That was Bailey Cross.
Yeah.
So he had the corner. Just the pass was a little too high. Brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Maroons. 8:27 to go, 3rd quarter. From the 15-yard line, their own 15. Dos Padilla in the shotgun formation. He gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to Hatfield in the backfield, I think, and he gets nowhere. So it's going to bring up 4th and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Tackle made by number 54, James Lee.
And the offense is staying out there. Actually, he lost 2 yards. 4th and 12.
I think they're probably going to do punt safe.
Well, we got a legal procedure on Perry. Didn't see the. It's hard to see those pink flags.
I know. I figured they would be done with those.
Well, it is
But technically still October.
Yeah. That's going to bring up a punt. Garrett Byers is going to be punting from his own end zone. He's going to be punting to, I think that's Bailey Cross. Luke Ball, excuse me.
Of course, Luke Ball. He's been all over the field tonight.
Gets a snap, puts a boot into it. A good punt by Garrett. It's going to be taken at the 42 by Ball. He's wrestled down about the 36-yard line. A flag comes in late.
It's going to be on Chisholm. That should be personal foul. Somebody was jawing over there.
It might be on Perry, though, for a late hit, too. As that was officially a punt from the 13 to...
About the 42, is that where he caught it?
Yeah.
Use that.
And they marked it down about the 36.
35 yards. Well, yeah, that's net. Oh, you want to go net. You're right.
Net. So net would be
23.
23 on the punt. Getting the indication here from the referee, Mr. Newland. Blocking the back on the Longhorns. And I can't tell if he said it was a 5-yard, 10-yard from the end of the run. So they'll have the ball probably about their own 40 or the Perry 46-yard line. That's exactly what they'll have it. 8:09 to go, third quarter. Still Chisholm on top, 35-0. And Taggart Brown brings them out for their offensive series again. He's under center. He takes a snap. He's going to hand it off on the left side. Big hole. 35, 30, 25, and still going 20. And knocked down about the... God, he's almost to... He's a 16-yard line. That's a 30-yard run and a first down. And I think that was Ball.
That was Yunker.
Oh, it's Yunker.
Yeah, I saw it in my specs. Binocs here.
That is a 30-yard run and a first down for Chisholm, and they're going to go away and hide here in a minute. 7:54 to go. This is just one of those games you want to get it over with.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, we got so many injuries.
Brown goes under center. Receiver comes in motion, gets the snap. He's going to roll to his right, passes. It's complete, and that is...
Ball again, yeah.
That's Ball.
Guy's been all over the field.
A little high step and gets across the 10-yard line to about the 8, or actually the 7, we'll call it. So 9-yard pickup. Brings up his 2nd and 1. And it's just amazing how quick that Chisholm has gone from this team that's really no good to this team that has a lot of swagger and arrogance.
That's the way it happens. Look at Baylor. Look at Baylor. Same way.
And the give is to the fullback right up the middle, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
Yunker
7 yards, and that was Yunker, Britton Yunker, on the 7-yard touchdown run, and it's touchdown Chisholm. It's 41-0. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the evening. Maybe we can take our frustration out next week against the Gold Bugs.
Yeah.
Austin Swan back to kick for the point after attempt. Snap back, ball down, kick is up, and it splits the uprights, and it's good, and it's 42-0. Chisholm on top. And we've got all of our breaks in here.
At the end of the third quarter,
Pawnee leads Alva 42-0 at the end of the third quarter. Good grief.
That's going to be similar to us next week. We should be able to do that.
We should be able to take care of business with
wow.
Fishing 56, Blackwell 6. I'm listening to our PA announcer here.
He doesn't usually give scores either. This is kind of weird.
It's just been one of those nights yet again here at home, partner. It's 42-0, and one play has really just deflated this team in the first quarter.
Yeah, and it's just they've just built on that. They've had they had that long 10-yard drive, and that really kind of nails it in to the team. That's a long drive. It tires out your defense, and then their last 2 touchdowns have been a combined 2 minutes and 32 seconds. They've just done a little bit of everything tonight.
I just hate to see this for the senior class. I've got to know these guys personally really well, and I just hate to see it on senior night. If minus any of these injuries, and if we had a full team, I think it'd be a different ball game. But That's the nature of the beast. That's the nature of the game.
Yeah.
Swan back to kick. He kicks, and it's going to be taken by Joe Rupp about the 5, 10, 15, 20. Cuts back the middle field, 25, 30.
That was a good return.
He gets across the 30 to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Maroons at their own 34, and a great return. Oh, I'm not doing punt return. I haven't been taking track of that. Dang it.
Where did he catch it?
At the 5.
So that was a 29-yarder if you want to start it now. Better late than never.
Yeah. 29-yard kickoff return for Joe Rupp, and the last one was 10, so I know that one. Perry comes out, 1st and 10 from their own 34. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap. He's going to fire down the right side of the line of scrimmage. Pass complete to Braden Sweet, and boy, he gets nailed, and that should have been a...
He's getting held up, and
yeah, that
it hit from behind. It's rough.
He gets to across the 35 to the 37-yard line, so he gets about 4 yards in the play. Actually 3. 2nd and 7. But it's just kind of a dirty play too, partner. Gets a snap. Ryan Hatfield's going to cut up the middle of the field and dump trucks his way all the way down to about the 44-yard line. That's a 7-yard pickup, and it brings up a 3rd and 2 for the Maroons.
So did he only get 1? So he'd only get 1 yard then? Because 7 and 3 would be.
He gave 3.
Well, that should be first down then. Oh, it's inches.
3rd and inches.
Got to get this.
Padilla gets the snap
go.
and passes down to Garrett Byer, and he bowls his way over the midfield stripe to the 49, and that is a pickup of 7 yards and a first down for Perry. Their first 3rd down conversion of the second half. They're 1 of 3 in the second half, and 2 of 9. Or 2 of 10, actually. Give us to Hatfield up the middle of the field. He gets across the 45, and he's wrestled down about the 42-yard line, 43-yard line. That's pick up 6 yards. Brings up a 2nd and 4 upcoming. As now they are in Longhorn territory for the first time in a while. 4 receivers to this near side, to the far, 1 back set, pistol formation. Padilla takes the shotgun snap. He's going to back to pass. He's going to fire the fade to Joe Rupp, and it's incomplete and knocked down as it was another double-covered pass there, partner.
Yeah, they've covered that pretty well tonight.
And they definitely have a good secondary.
Yeah, they can hang. They can run. We can run with our receivers, and that's something we haven't seen this year.
5:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. I thought we would have been farther down the 3rd quarter than this, but there's still 5 minutes and 24 seconds.
Yeah, our first 2 drives, they punted and then we punted, so.
Padilla in the shotgun formation, 3rd and 3. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Brian Hatfield around the left side and falls forward. Maybe got a yard to the 42-yard line. Yeah, they're going to. Actually, I don't know if they give him a yard or not. I think it's still going to be 4th and 3. And Hatfield's going to have to come out again, as he's doing everything he can just to stay in the ball game. So it's going to be 4th and 3 for Perry. Mason Taylor in it, running back for the Maroons. 4 receivers, 2 to the near, 2 to the far, pistol formation. Padilla gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Mason Taylor.
Well, he got close.
He's close to the first down. Gets across the 40 to about the 39, and he needed to get to the 39. He's right at the sticks, and they gave him the first down. First down, Perry.
Good job, Mason.
That's Perry's 14th first down, 11th first down.
That's good. They had 16 last week, so the last 2 weeks they've been able to move the chains somewhat.
First down and 10 for Perry at the Chisholm 39-yard line. Receiver comes in motion. That's Sweet. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Mason Taylor up the middle of the field. Falls forward for about maybe 2 or 3 yards to about the, let's call it the 37-yard line. And they gave him 2 officially, so 2nd and 8. 4:14 to go, 3rd quarter. 42-0. Chisholm on top. Padilla in shotgun formation again. Gets a snap, and he's going to throw the slant to Joe Rupp. It's complete across the 30-yard line. Falls forward to the 25. That is a pickup of 12 yards and a first down for the Maroons.
This has been a good drive. See if they can finish it good. Get some points here. Good throw again by Padilla.
There's no quit. They're down 42-0.
No,
They're still fighting.
Absolutely.
Here.
It's good to
He is
see.
shotgun formation again. 4 receivers, 2 to the near, 2 to the far. He's going to hand it off to Mason Taylor up the middle. Had a hold there, and then he was quickly covered up as he crossed the 25-yard line. He was tackled by 55. That's Bo Biggers, your favorite guy of the night.
1 yard gain on the play.
1 yard gain, so 2nd and 9.
That was 51.
That was 51?
That did it earlier. Yeah, Pettis. Pettis was the guy that I don't agree with.
Well, no, Bo Biggers is the one that Tyson liked. That's right. He liked that name.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. You know, you looked over here and
2nd and 9.
there's
Upcoming.
2 of us. I didn't know who you were talking to. You said you liked that name, that guy. I figured you're talking to me because I'm the only one who can respond.
Padilla gets a shotgun snap, fires, and it's intercepted by Johnson.
Jeez.
Colton Johnson intercepts it at
Such
the
a promising
6-yard
drive.
line, and that squelches the drive, and that's Dawson Padilla's 2nd pick of the night.
Chisholm takes over first down and 10 from their own 6-yard line.
First and 10 for Chisholm at the Perry Maroons, or at their own 6-yard line.
That drive had such promise,
And
too.
they still have their starters in, partner. This is what I don't like about a team that likes to run the score up. They still have all their starters in at 42-0. If they want to do that, they have Hennessy next week. If they want to get injured, then
Go for it. Yeah, some guys say, oh, it's still a third quarter, so we're going to leave them in. You know, some guys aren't going to do it till the fourth quarter. That's just how coaches are sometimes. But I've questioned Reinhardt's decision-making a couple times tonight, so you know I'm not on board with him. That you can count on,
tell
folks.
me how you really feel about the situation.
You're the one who was upset.
Well, I just it's 42-0, and you got what you're
Still
going to do. It's going to be a district championship next week.
Third
You still got
quarter.
your-
That's
your
his going to be his
starters out
reasoning.
there.
It's going to be his reasoning. Third quarter.
Brown is under center. All the starters in. He's going to option on the left side. He has the corner. He cuts up the middle of the field, gets across the 10 to the 15, and he's going to fall forward to about the 16-yard line, we'll call it. So that's a 10-yard pickup. He's right at the sticks.
And that's questionable. Running with your quarterback.
Yeah.
You want to leave him in, fine.
Well,
but
Bailey Cross is going to be there. That's a first down for Chisholm, by the way.
Go figure, huh?
And Bailey Cross will be their quarterback next year. He got to the 17, so a pickup of 11 yards and a first down.
But he's
Brown
not
under
the quarterback yet.
Runner center, hands off around the left side. That looked like ball.
I can't tell. Yunker.
That was Yunker again on the left side. He gets across almost to the 20-yard line, the 21-yard line, so 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 for the Longhorns at their own 21. Brown under center. Receiver goes in motion. That's ball. He's going to hand it off. Actually, no, he's going to take it himself around the left side. That's Brown. He's still going. He's going to be hit out of bounds around the 35-yard line. If that's the case, that's a first down, a 15-yard pickup, and a first down. Excuse me, 14-yard pickup and a first down. And Chisholm just continues to methodically run the clock and run the ball here.
I think I heard the PA guy say Shadowin. So we've got shadowing and playing linebacker and Jansen. We're going deep in the depth chart.
Brown under center. He's going to hand off to Yunker around the left side now, or excuse me, the right side. Gets across the 35, falls forward to about the 39-yard line. Give him a pickup of 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Number 52, Dylan Buck.
2 minutes to go, third quarter. And
4-yard gain on play brings up second down.
you can't tell me that Chisholm doesn't have enough players to put some more people in, though. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're going to stick with him on this drive, but maybe next drive we'll see him.
Brown under center, and that's ball
Ball.
in motion. He takes the handoff around the left
Good
side.
play,
He's gonna
Jansen.
be, dropped in the backfield by Jansen Hartwig.
Good play.
And he's going to be tackled for a loss back to the 37-yard line. That's a 2-yard loss.
I like that Hartwig kid.
He's going to be good. The Hartwigs are good football players.
Do they have another brother too?
I don't think so.
Older?
I don't think so.
Oh no, this the Perry. You know the Perry lineage so well because you're in it.
3rd and 8 for Chisholm. Brown under center again, and there's going to be it's a legal procedure, a legal motion, ball motion with his hands illegally, I think, like he was flying, and you can't do that, young man.
I think he was stumbling.
Yeah. So it's going to be false start on Ball as he was coming across the backside on the motion. It'll be 3rd and 13 upcoming for Chisholm.
Brings up 3rd down and 13 for Biggers.
Minute 5 to go, third quarter. All Chisholm tonight, 42-0, unfortunately on senior night.
Luke Vollmer's back in the game too, partner. He was hurt earlier.
Brown gets the shotgun snap. He's looking
Now
to
they're
pass. He
throwing.
does find. And it's intercepted by Jansen Hartwig at the 40.
Oh!
35.
That guy just tripped him. He just tried to trip
and
him.
He's right in front of the ref, and he tripped him. And
Did you see that?
Yeah, Hartwig had the interception at the 40-yard line and gets it across the 35 to about the 33. And that is a 7-yard interception return and a first down for Perry. And yes, they are getting dirty, partner.
Blakely Cross basically just did the equivalent of a slide tackle in soccer on Hartwig. Tried to trip him up and nothing. No call. Am I going to go down there and talk to the refs after this game?
And the linesman's right there and right in front of the play.
Jeez.
First and 10 for Perry at the Chisholm 32-yard line. Dawson in the shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off to Mason Taylor, and he's going to be taking his knees out right there as he tried to cut it up the middle of the field. He got to the 30-yard line. So, actually, it's an 8-yard interception return for Hartwig as the ball was at the 32. Actually, he got it at the 42. We'll give him 10 yards on it.
Okay.
10 yards. Give him a 10-yard interception return. And that was a 2-yard gain for Mason Taylor. Second and 8 for Perry. Padilla in the shotgun formation. 4-receiver set. He gets a snap, rolling to his left. And he's going to fire it short. It's complete to Garrett Byer. And he's going to get across the 30. Falls forward to about the 28. Maybe a pickup of 2. Brings up 3rd and 6 for Perry. And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. And Perry is down 42-0 as we head to the fourth quarter. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst and let your fears disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
The world needs a lot of energy to run, so we care about where and how it's produced. At Devon Energy, we're not just providing energy, but responsible ways to supply it. That's why we're proud supporters of the areas where we live and work. Because just as important as what the world needs today is what it needs for tomorrow. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. I want to let you know this game is sponsored in part by Devon Energy, who take pride in supporting local communities and events where they operate. Visit devonenergy.com today to learn more about how they're one of the world's leading oil and natural gas producers. Devon Energy, commitment runs deep. And Perry is trying to be committed to getting some points on the board. They're down 42-0 as we head to the fourth quarter of action. And it's all Chisholm. See if Chisholm's got any other
I
players
see some
in there
different
now.
numbers. I still see Ball in secondary. I still see some starters, but I see some clean. Well, no, there's Lee, 54. 57 is in still too. He's a starter. Curlis. No, they're not going to their backups
They
yet.
did this to us last year, partner. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm seeing across. I see one clean jersey, 21. Brock Chance. I think he's in the rotation.
And he's a senior too.
Yeah.
3rd and 6 upcoming for Perry as we start the fourth quarter. Padilla in the shotgun formation gets snapped, rolling to his right, under pressure, and he's going to fire. He's got Braden Sweet wide open. It's a cut.
He knocked it out. He dropped it.
He dropped it, and Braden Sweet.
Well, the guy made a nice play.
Braden Sweet's hurt. Braden Sweet had the ball, and the guy popped him pretty good, and it brings up 4th and 6 as Braden gets up, and he's
coming
out.
out.
He's staying in.
Man.
Boy, he had that pass.
Yeah, it was a great pass.
I
by
think it
Dawson.
came out when he hit the ground.
The guy came out before. I mean, the guy hit him really hard, knocked the ball away.
So 4th and 6 upcoming for the Maroons. 11:54 to go, fourth quarter. We're just underway. Padilla in the shotgun formation, 4 receivers. Back to passes. Padilla is going to fire short. It's caught by Joe Rupp on the slant, and that's a first down as he gets across the 20 to the 15, and that's a pickup of 13 yards and a first down for Perry. Good 4th down conversion.
I think we've done the second or third conversion on 4th tonight.
Yeah, actually, that is a 12-yard pickup from the 28 to the 16. So So 1st and 10 for Perry at the Chisholm 16. Back to pass to Dawson Padilla. Passes down to Braden Sweet down the right side of the line of scrimmage. Has it caught, and he's going to be wrestled out of bounds across the 10, right at the 10. Might have given him the 9. They did give him the 9. That's a 7-yard pickup and a 2nd and 4 upcoming for Perry at the Chisholm 9-yard line. 4 receivers, 2 to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set. Padilla in the shotgun formation. Gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Mason Taylor. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to be trounced on by a host of Longhorns, and he's going to lose yardage back to, we'll call it about the 13-yard line, so that's a 4-yard loss. That brings up a 3rd and 8 upcoming for Perry at the Chisholm 13. Actually call it the 14. 4 receivers, 2 to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set pistol formation. Back to pass is Dawson Padilla looking and fires complete over there on the left side. And that was complete to Garrett Byer over there. And he gets close to the 10. Not quite to the 10, I don't think. They got to the 9, so got to pick up a 2. Brings up 4th and 6 for the Maroons. Padilla in shotgun formation again, pistol formation. 2 receivers to the near, 2 to the far. 4th and 6, gets the snaps, back to pass, throws the fade to Joe Rupp, and he's got it! Touchdown, Perry! Joe Rupp, 12-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Padilla, and Perry is on the board, 42-6. And just a box out there by Joe Rupp, a basketball term, as he boxed out the defender, and he wasn't going to be denied that ball, partner.
No,
and just a great catch and a great throw.
Yeah, perfectly placed ball by Padilla. Just dropped it right in there. Looks like going for 2 here. Too tight, Volmer and Byer.
Padilla back to pass. He's going to fire it short. And it is in there for the 2-point conversion. It's good. It's 42-8. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Davisville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as Perry finally gets on the board. A 12-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Padilla to Joe Rupp in the right corner of the end zone. And then the 2-point conversion pass from Padilla to Joe Rupp is good. So it's 42-8 with 9:55 to go in the ball game, and Chisholm leads it. So Perry's finally on the board, but just keep fighting and got some points on the board, partner.
Absolutely. Whoa, my mic's way there. I forgot to put it back. Yeah, that's all you can ask for. Keep trying, keep giving out the effort. Going, coach will be proud of that. And players should be proud. That was a good drive.
Now Garrett Byer back to kick off from his own 40-yard line. He gets a kick, a short kick down the left side of the field, taken at the 30, 35, 40, and by Johnson. Nice tackle there as he's flung out of bounds by Johnson. From Volmer, Luke Volmer flings him out of bounds at right at the 40. So Chisholm's going to have the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. That was a 20-yard kickoff for Garrett Byer.
Last drive was 8 plays, 32 yards, 2 minutes 47 seconds off the clock. It was a nice drive by Perry.
Chisholm finally getting some young ones in here now. Looks like Bailey,
Number is that?
I don't know what number that is at quarterback.
Looks like 8.
Number 7's got the handoff on the right side. Has the corner 45, 40, and he's going to be wrestled out of bounds hard at the 35-yard line. So 10, 20, so 25-yard pickup on the play. Actually, they gave him a 20-yard pickup. 21-yard pickup to the 39-yard line, and that carry was Mason McKee.
Mason McKee, yeah.
And that quarterback is
Number 8.
Number 8, that is Hayden Winter, the freshman.
True freshman. How many yards was that run? I'm sorry, partner.
That was a 21-yarder, I think, from the 40 to the 39, yes.
Yep.
First and 10 for Chisholm at the Perry Maroon 39-yard line now. Winter gets a snap. He's going to hand it off, and first man through, and he's going to be stacked up in the backfield for no gain, actually losing 2 yards in on the tackle there for Perry.
Like 78. Who's 78? That's who it looked like was in. One of the guys in.
78, Justin Golden.
Oh, man, it's the first time we've called his name.
And Spencer Hartwig in there for the tackle for the loss of 2 yards.
It was number 9 who ran that.
Number 9 carried that one. That was Connor Pasby. Winter under shotgun, or under center. Receiver comes in motion. That's Patsby. He gets it around the right side. He gets across the 40-yard line and knocked down hard at the 37-yard line. So we'll give him a pickup of 4 yards on the play. Brings up a third and 8. Yes, 3rd and 8 for the Longhorns.
Tackle made number 78, Justin Golden.
Here's again.
Justin Golden with another tackle over there.
Where's he been? He hasn't played all year. He's got a wrap on his hand. Maybe he's had a broken wrist or something. Pretty big kid, 6'1", 215, freshman.
Winter under center again. Receiver goes in motion. He back to pass. Under pressure. Big time pressure. And that's Devin Blansett saying, hello, how you doing? Have a seat at the 45-yard line. A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up a 4th and 16 for Chisholm. Devin Blansett, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Have some turf.
That was a good call, partner. I've heard you say that one before.
Back to the 43-yard line, so officially a 4-yard loss. It's 4th and 14. Got a little excited because Devin came untouched. Now Chisholm's going to force to punt here. Taking all the time they can off the play clock. There's the snap finally. Gets a boot into it. And back to field it. It's a poor kick. Hits at the 20-yard line, takes a Chisholm bounce back to maybe the 18, the 17-yard lines where Perry's going to take over. 1st and 10 for Perry at their own 17. But considering where they had the ball, that's not a really good punt at all.
No, absolutely not.
Official timeout on the field.
We're going to take another timeout as we got official timeout. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Nurses and staff are promising compassionate care every day.
So when you need understanding, attentive treatment,
you can stay close to home.
Learn more by visiting stillwatermedical.com.
And welcome back to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as the pass ball is incomplete, intended for Joe Rupp here on the right sideline by the Perry Maroon sideline. To bring up 2nd and 10 for Perry at their own 18.
I see a smattering of backups for Chisholm
Smattering.
now. Yeah.
7:39 to go in the ball game. Chisholm leads at 42-8. Budi in the shotgun, gets a snap, is going to hand it to Mason Taylor up the middle of the field. Has a little bit of a hole, gets across the 20, falls forward to the 22. Gave him 4 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Actually gave him 3, so it'll be a 3rd and 7.
3-yard gain of play brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Maroons.
I'd like to see a little bit more points, get some more confidence going into next week here, partner.
Yeah, I agree with you, partner.
Budi in the shotgun formation, gets a snap, back to pass. He's going to throw short to Braden Sweet. He has it, but he's going to be hit right there as he gets hit like right at the 23. And that's not enough for the first down. He got maybe 2 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd. Actually going to be a 4th and 2. He got 5, but he needed 7. So it's going to be a 4th and 2. I don't know why they have the stick way over there. It's 4th and 5, excuse me. He got 2 yards on the play, so it's going to be a punting for Perry. Garrett Byer into punt again. Good short, high punt. Be taken at midfield right there by number 7 for the Longhorns, Mason McKee. So Chisholm will have it 1st and 10 at midfield.
27-yard punt.
And a 27-yard punt by Garrett Byer, the senior. So all intents and purposes, this is the last home game for the seniors because you win next week, you're going to be on the road for playoffs.
Yeah. That's a shame. We
really wanted to host.
Wanted to get a win, wanted to host.
7 minutes and 1 second to go before the game's over. Chisholm all on top, 42-8. And most of it was done in the first half.
Yeah. We got 7 here in the
Receiver
second.
goes in motion. Winner hands off to Patson on the right side. He goes nowhere. No
Brandon
gain.
Douglas.
Brandon Douglas on the play, and Jansen Hartwig in there to clean it up after. So good defense over there on the left side. And that was Connor Pasby on the carry. 2nd and 10 for Chisholm. 6:32 to go in the ball game. Receiver comes in motion. Winner's going to hand off to him. I think that's Pasby again. Actually, no, that's
McKee.
number 7. That's McKee. He gets tripped up as he crosses the 48-yard line, falls forward to about the 47-yard line. So give him a pick of a 3 officially on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Longhorns. Hayden Winter in the shotgun formation now for the Longhorns. 2 receivers to the far side. 1 back set. Gets the snaps. Looked like movement, but didn't get there. He's going to fire down the right side. That's complete. And a nice tackle over there. And that was that Jansen Hartwig again? I think it was. Actually, that was Clausen.
Little Liam.
Little Liam coming up from his cornerback position. And no gain on the play. And it's going to be 4th and 6 for Chisholm. Boy, give him another year in the weight room, partner. I'm sorry. He's going to be a good corner.
Yeah, he's only 10. He's only in 10th grade, so he's only a sophomore. 5'5", 125. He can keep growing, too. He's still a youngin'.
Good wrestler, too, bud.
Is he?
Yeah.
But a name like Liam, you got to be.
Chisholm taking all the time off the clock. 4th and 6. And they're going to go for it. Hayden Winter under center. Receiver goes in motion. And there's
like
going
they
to
didn't
be
get it off.
a legal procedure or a delay of game. I think it's going to be delay of game. And it is delay of game on the Longhorns. Rack them up 5 yards, and it'll be 4th and 11 upcoming. Chisholm is only 4 of 10 on 3rd down tonight.
That's a better percentage than what they had coming in. So
Into punt now for Chisholm, I think it's Bailey Cross, and he's going to punt to nobody. Nobody's going to be high. It's a terrible kick. It's straight up in the air.
it's going to bounce back. Nope.
It's going to take a Chisholm bounce and going to fall
Sideways, kind of.
sideways right there at the 38-yard line. So I think Perry will take over from their own 38 with 4:52 to go in the ball game. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. I'd like 42-16 better than 42-8.
Yeah, definitely. Try to get as many points as you can.
And all the starters come back out for the Maroons. This is
Don't have money.
coaching, and this is getting ready for next week because you have to win next week.
Yeah, that and just the numbers. We don't have a lot of numbers right now to have backups.
Padilla comes out, shotgun formation again. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, 1 back set. Gets a snap, and he's looking for the fade for Joe Rupp. He's got a step,
He's
it.
got
30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and he's wrestled down at the 3-yard line. And that is a great call by Coach Bennett. 38, so that's a 12-yard pickup, and then down to the, let's see where he spots him here. I think the 4-yard line, so from the 38 to the 4.
12 plus 46, 52.
To the 3.
The 3?
Yeah,
47 plus 12, 59 yards.
59 yard.
Yeah, 59 yards.
59-yard reception down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for Perry at the 3. Padilla in the shotgun formation. He's going to pass down the left line of scrimmage, and it's caught. I think that's Joe Rupp again, but he's wrestled down for no gain. Actually, that's Braden Sweets. Sorry, my bad. And, yeah, it's no gain at the 3, so 2nd and goal from the 3.
No gain on play.
Band's playing a good song.
Under 4 minutes to go Second and goal for Perry at the 3. 4 receivers. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun formation gets the snap, runs his options, going to call his own number up the middle, and he goes in for the touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run up the middle of the field for Dawson Padilla, and Perry's on the board again. So it's 42-14, and Perry putting some points on the board in the fourth quarter, make this one a little bit more,
make it a little more respectable.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I was
partner.
trying to work with here. That was 4 plays?
I got 3 plays.
3 plays. You're right.
The long one and the the 0 yard and that
Perry
one.
38. And he gets a snap, fires down to Garrett Byer, trying to get into the 2-point conversion, and he won't go down, but he finally does go down at the 2, and the 2-point conversion fails. It's 42-14. That drive is 3 plays. It covered 62 yards.
Took a minute 4 off the clock too.
And it resulted in Padilla with a 3-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion, no good. And that's where we stand. It's 42-14, so 3:48 to go in the ball game. Perry making it a little bit more respectable, as you just hate to. You wonder what happens if you have a full team, partner. You really do, and I hate to keep saying that, but this team is better than these last 4 weeks. They just are.
Absolutely, no Colby tonight, no Reyes tonight, Hatfield and Vollmer and Sweet are all roughed up, still playing because they're tough. It's like you stay on Sports Center. He still play because he's a hockey player. Well, these guys still play because they're wrestlers. They're freaking tough.
Right.
But Reyes, I think he's got 6-7 sacks on the year. That's huge.
It's a different ball game if you have a full team. I just totally
well, Colby also.
that.
What Colby does is even if he doesn't have the ball, he's watched.
He draws attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Big time.
You make sure you know where Mendenhall is.
Garrett Byer back to kick off from his own 40. And he puts a boot into it. Onside kick, and number 12 for Chisholm covers it up, and that is Bailey Cross. They put their starters back in there, their hands team, and they're going to have it at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10, so a 19-yard kickoff for Garrett Byer, and 1st and 10 for Chisholm at their own 41-yard line. Boy, I've got this window open. My hands are starting to feel it.
Are they?
Yeah. So I think the post game, I think we will be closing the window.
All right.
As some of the fans are starting to make their way to the exits or get a better seat for the light show, one of the two. But some of the fans are going on home right now. Unfortunately, not going to be happy Perry fans, but this team has fought. Hayden Winter hands off to Pasby around the right side, has some room, 45-50, 45-40, and he cuts up the center of the field, 35-30, still going 25-20, 15, 10, 5, and he is in for the touchdown. Unfortunately, touchdown Chisholm.
Goodness gracious.
And that is a 59-yard touchdown, and just Maroons all around him, and nobody can get him down. Nobody. Jeez. Oh, and it's 48-14, and Chisholm's going to hopefully kick an extra point to keep it under 50. And they're lined up for a 2-point, but now they switch over.
And I like that swinging gate formation.
Number 33, C.J. Nance on the kick the extra point.
Different kicker, too.
And snap back, ball down, kick is up.
Looks
and it's
fine to me. Goodness gracious.
Up and good. And it's 49-14. Chisholm leads it. And the beat keeps going on. I just keep going back. It's hard to believe that Perry dominated this team many years, or a couple years ago, and now they're just where they are now.
Sometimes all it takes is a couple move-ins and get
Legal
really good
move-ins?
players. I don't know about
Legal
that.
move-ins, they're never legal. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that. I mean, there's some that are
they
legal.
did have a move-in. Taggart Brown moved in.
From where? Shawnee, right?
Stillwater.
That's weird. Maybe his
You
dad
think?
got a job at Advanced Foods.
I doubt it.
Brock, you're kind of flying accusations on the air, partner. I wouldn't advise that on the air. partner. I really wouldn't.
I doubt it.
Okay, you're the boss.
Anyways, I'm frustrated. It's 49-14, Chisholm on top. With 3:34 to go, what's it going to happen? The FCC going to get me? Please.
Not the FCC. You're not cussing. They don't care. Somebody in that area. I don't know.
We don't have any Chisholm people listening, I'm sure. We can always edit YouTube. There's a kickoff from Austin Swan, a little pooch kick. Nobody's over there. Somebody's going to have to get the ball. And it goes out of bounds, thank God.
Man.
I thought it was just going to kick it in the empty space. Nobody's over there, and I was like, that's going to be an easy recovery. But it goes harmlessly out of bounds, thank goodness. Now, there's some other teams around the state that you can question some things about how they get kids, but it's legal, so. Dospedy in the shotgun formation fires to Garrett Byer down the left side of the line of scrimmage. It's complete, but no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Four receivers again for the Maroons. Dospedy in the shotgun formation, flanked by Mason Taylor. On the right side, gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to Taylor around the left side. Has some room. 45-40.
Whoa, go
50,
Mason, go.
45-40. He's gone. 35-30. 25-20.
Oh, gosh.
15. He got tripped at the 10-yard line.
Man, nice run, though, Mason.
And
he
he
ran
got
well tonight.
from the 35 to the 10. That is a, 15 to the 11, excuse me.
54-yard run.
54-yard run and a 1st and 10 from the 11.
Nice play, Mason.
And just good blocking over there on the left side, too. You got to give the line some credit, too. But, boy, Mason, when he gets it,
he's quicker than I thought.
When he gets to the corner, he's got some speed.
We hadn't seen much of him this year, just because he was sick early on. And
boy, a pile of points here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, no kidding. 3 touchdowns.
1st and 10. Dospedy gets a shotgun snap. And he's going to fumble, and that's it.
Oh, man.
Chisholm will cover it up, and Dospedy will be responsible for the fumble, unfortunately. And
5th turnover tonight.
5th turnover for the Maroons, and Chisholm's going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 11.
Actually, I got 6 turnovers.
6?
Picks. Yeah, because Dawson has that pick.
Yeah, 6 turnovers for the Maroons, and 5 last week, and just...
Does Dawson have 2 picks?
Yeah, he's got 2 interceptions.
Then we have 7 turnovers.
You're kidding me.
No.
Oh,
5 fumbles.
Here's a snap. Gets the handoff over the right side. Can't see who that number was. Winner handed off to either Pasby or...
let me see. I got it. 9, yeah, Pasby.
Yeah, Pasby over there on the right side. Maybe gave him... Well, they gave him more than I thought. Gave him 3 yards.
3-yard gain on play brings up 2nd down and 7.
I thought he was stopped a lot farther behind there than that. I actually gave him officially 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Actually, now they changed it, 2nd and 7. I'm doing that on purpose to you, Tyson. There's the snap, handoff. I think it's Pasby around the right side. Has the corner again. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, or he would have been gone once again. Gets across the 30-yard line to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 17 yards and a 1st down for the Longhorns. My apologies for what I said earlier. I didn't really mean that. I'm frustrated with this team, partner.
I understand. I just, off the air. Hey, let's have a ball. We'll talk about all we want.
No, let's not say that on the air either. No.
No, we don't do that.
No. Here's the snap. Winner hands it off, and that is around the left side. And number 4, big boy for number 4, Brock Elmore. He's a sophomore.
5'6", 172.
He's stocky. Big, stocky kid.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go into the others. Well, no, I got one more room.
Across the 41-yard line, 9-yard pickup. I tried to give you some more today, by the way.
You gave me a lot of numbers. Not all of them are playing.
Some more
I did. You gave me a lot of names, too. But I've had to change a couple. How many yards did he get on that? 8?
I gave him 3.
No.
8, or 9.
Man.
2nd and 1 for Chisholm. Winner under center. Receiver in motion. Gets a snap. He's going to give it to the receiver over there, McKee. And he's got the first down across midfield. Falls forward to about the 47, 48-yard line. And that is a pickup from the 41 to the 47-9. That's an 11-yard pickup and a first down. Minute 5 to go in the home season of the Maroons. They'll be at Alva next week. 7 o'clock start. Give us to Pasby over the right side. Across the 40, across the 35. And out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Want to hold them under 50, guys. Come on. That is a 15-yard pickup and a first down. Again. To the 32, 16-yard pickup. Go clock go. I don't want 50 points again on this team. I hate to see that. Perry's fought their way back nicely in this game and made it a little bit respectable. Don't want to give up 50 here. Hayden Winter gets a snap. He's going to pitch to
4 again,
Elmore around the left side and tripped up nicely in the backfield by 44 for the Maroons. That was Chandler Bocox on the tackle.
Sophomore.
And I think we're going to give up less than 50, thank God. 15 seconds to go. I don't think Chisholm's going to snap it one more time. If they do, then I'll lose all respect. But I think that's going to be the final snap of the ball game. Chisholm wins this one 49-14 to move to 8-1, 5-0 in the district to set up the district championship next week at Hennessy. Perry drops to 5-4, 3-2 in the district, and will need to win against Alva to finish 3rd next week. So we're going to take our first time out. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Neighbors united for the common good. Honor the faith that dedication to a noble cause is right, just, and good. Country, a vow to support our nation's people during desperate times. Duty, honor, country. We're the Army National Guard. Call 1-800-GO-GUARD.
Army National Guard. You can. Sponsored by the Oklahoma National Guard. Aired by the Oklahoma Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And welcome back to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. The final tonight, 49-14. Chisholm defeats your Perry Maroons on senior night. Just telling the story of the ball game after the first quarter, it was 7-0. It was a very hard-fought first quarter, 7-0. Then Chisholm got a 51-yard reverse all the way down to I think about the 4 or 5 yard line, and then after that it was all downhill. And then Perry got injuries and it just spiraled very quickly, Mike, and Perry did everything they could to fight back and do what they could to get back in this ball game, and unfortunately followed a 49-14 to Chisholm and go to 5-4 overall and 3-2 in the district, and they've got Alva next week to maybe take out some pin-up frustration over the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely, and just one thing started to mount after another after starting off good in the first quarter, like you said, and then we got the injuries, and then they kind of just scored quick, and it's kind of downhill from there, and that's kind of how it ended up, 49-14. But they never gave up. They hard fought, and all the kids that played really well. And it's weird to say proud of the effort when you see a 35-point loss, but I was proud that they don't give up. That's what I like to see from any of my teams that I watch. Any team I watch, you just don't quit, don't lay down, and they didn't.
Right. So that does set up the district championship game next week at Hennessy. And, boy, I don't know who I'll take in that game. I really don't. I mean, it's at Hennessy. Maybe take the Eagles, but that's going to be a good game. that really
Yeah,
is going to be a
absolutely.
great game. And you know, Chisholm was in the ball game with Hennessy last year until I think late. I think Hennessy pulled away, but you know, you want Hennessy to win that because if well, it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, if Chisholm loses or even if they win, I mean, Chisholm and Hennessy are 1-2. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's true.
You just need to go beat Alva next week to finish third, and you're probably going to get let's see who. You'll probably get Millwood.
Mm.
It
Seems to fall that way, doesn't it?
You know, I think OCS beat Millwood, so I think Millwood would be the second team in District 2A2, and 2 and 3 play each other, I believe. I think it's 1
That's
and
how
4
they do
and
it
2 and 3.
in other
So it
levels,
would be
yeah.
Millwood, and Millwood would be hosting, and we were there a couple years ago. So they're in a down year, but they're still Millwood. You're going to have to figure out something. But first things first, you got to go take care of Alva next week, and you know, get that 6th victory and that 4th in the district to finish 4-2. But anyways, we're going to come back. We'll have the stats to wrap the stats of the game. We'll talk about the players of the game tonight as well. We got to figure that out over the break. So we're going to go ahead and take a timeout. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
We've been providing principal home mortgages to your friends and neighbors for years. We can help you find a mortgage with the right terms just for you. We're committed to helping you with a broad range of programs and personalized service. Call Michelle Woods or me today at 580-336-5562, or you can apply online at bankfct.com or with our convenient mortgage app. First Second Trust Company is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
To win football games, it takes great coaching, hard work, and talent. To stay in business for 19 years, Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick of Perry has valued its customers, providing them with friendly, outstanding service and the best prices around. Our customers tell us we're a comfortable place to buy a car. If you haven't experienced the Vance Perry difference, come by for a visit. You'll be glad you did. Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick, family owned and operated for 19 years, where it's comfortable to buy a car. What if we got rewarded for every good decision?
Dinner, meal needs a vegetable. Check.
Amazing.
Vegetables cooked with a healthier oil instead of butter?
Fantastic. Replacing bad fats with healthier fats, like those in canola or vegetable oil, is good for your heart. Take up the challenge for good health, because the you of the future will say,
Fantastic!
visit heart.org/face the fat. Canola Info proudly supports the American Heart Association's Face the Fat campaign.
Follow up with your team and favorite players in the Perry Daily Journal, supplying your local news for 120 years. The PDJ is across the border of Perry Maroon athletes, from headlines to classified, covering Noble County for more than a century. Pick up a paper or check out our e-edition today. Keep current on all Noble County news. Visit our website at www.pdjnews.com to subscribe and friend us on Facebook.
The Perry Maroon postgame show is brought to you by the Womack Insurance Company. Farmers Insurance Agent, Steve Womack. The Womack Insurance Agency is located at 223 Delaware Street in Perry. Or you can call Steve at 580-226-6200. Steve also invites you to visit his website at www.farmersagent.com/Womack. Farmers Insurance, we got you covered.
And welcome back to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as Perry falls tonight 49-14 to the visiting Chisholm Longhorns. Chisholm goes to 8-1, 5-0 in the district. Perry drops to 5-4 and 3-2 in the district. Still in the playoffs, but need to go beat Alva next week to finish third in the district. So with that, we're going to go to stats of the ball game tonight. Mike, let's go ahead and you're on.
Okay, thank you, partner. Start with the away team. As usual, Chisholm had 351, ended up 351 total yards, 68 through the air, 283 on the ground, 5 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing. They had 3 turnovers, and we had 6 penalties for 45 yards. And for the Maroons, they didn't outgain it. They only outgained us by 13. It is really dark out there now. 338 total yards, 204 through the air, 1 touchdown, and 134 yards rushing with Dawson Padilla's touchdown. Unfortunately, had 7 turnovers, Brock, which was a key for my game play, and 1 penalty for 5 yards. Possessed the ball 24-34 to Chisholm's 23-26. And individually, I want to talk
We
about.
got people telling us to turn our lights off. I'm sorry, we're doing a broadcast. Sorry.
We got Hatfield, 17 carries, 60 yards. Mason Taylor ended up with 76 yards rushing with that 54-yarder.
Good confidence booster right there.
I think so. Padilla, 23-44, 204 yards. Rupp, like I said, 7 catches, 115 yards. Sweet had 9 for 68. And Byer had 7 catches, but only 21 yards. A lot of short yardage gains. And those are the individual and team stats for the game, Brock.
Player of the games?
Oh, I got Joe Rupp on offense, 7 receptions, 115 yards, and a touchdown. Defensively, I had Byer, he had 7 tackles and a sack, and he was just all over the place on defense. So
And
that's what I had.
And that was your Suddenlink team stats of the game and individual stats. And unfortunately, if you haven't been with us, it's a final 49-14 Chisholm defeats your Perry Maroons. And but you got to go take your business next week. So we're going to go ahead and take our next time out. We're going to wrap it up, get you set for next week. The opponent, the Alva Goldbugs, a long trip to Alva next week. So we'll take another break. We'll get this wrapped up. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
At Devon Energy, we're not just providing energy, but responsible ways to supply it. That's why we're proud supporters of the areas where we live and work. Because just as important as what the world needs today is what it needs for tomorrow. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep.
Campbell Communications is proud to sponsor and to bring you Perry Maroon Athletics. To become a sponsor, please visit www.campbellcommunicationsok.com or call and ask for Brock at 405-204-4246. Campbell Communications, where we bring the game to you.
More than 1 million wild animals are killed each year illegally, posing as a major threat to our country's wildlife. I'm Tom Perry. I'm an actor with the desire to preserve living pets for wildlife. The Humane Society Wildlife Land Trust does just that. Work with private landowners to protect wildlife, to preserve natural habitats. To learn more or to work with the Humane Society Wildlife Land Trust, call 800-729-SAVE. That's 800-729-SAVE or visit wildlifelandtrust.org. Thank you.
When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra. A real person. Don't buy from an 800 number with a voicemail lead. The Womack Agency is here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Auto, home life, and business. Visit them at 622 Delaware Street, right here in Perry, Oklahoma, or call them at 580-336-6300. You can also visit their website at www.farmersagent.com/X-Woman.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Danielsville, Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, and Perry takes the defeat tonight, 49-14, to move to to drop to 5-4 and 3-2 in the district. Chisholm wins and moves to 8-1, 5-0 to set up that showdown next week, the district championship, the one they've been talking about all year. They knew they were going to get there. They got there, so it sets up that really good matchup next week. Perry's going to go to Alva, take on the Alva Goldbugs next week. It's going to be a 7 o'clock start. So we're going to be on the air at 6:15 pregame. So 7 o'clock start, 6:15 pregame. Don't know why Alva wanted to move that up to 7 o'clock, but we got to get up there earlier now. It's a long drive. It's a long drive for you, partner, and me.
It's long. Alva seems to be long no matter where you're going from.
It's in the middle of nowhere. So they'll be going up there to take on the Alva Goldbugs. They were 0-8 coming into tonight's ball game, 0-5, and they were playing Pawnee. Pawnee was drilling them 42-0 at the end of the third quarter. So they're going to be 0-9, 0-6. So Perry should go up there and just take a lot of pent-up 5 weeks frustration out on the Goldbugs. So I'm sorry if you're in Alva and you're listening or watching, but Perry's going to be mad after the last 5 weeks of the likes of Cashin, Hennessy, Chisholm just taking it to us. So hopefully, if we can get some things, injuries, healed up this week, hopefully Perry's going to go up there and take care of business, and then the playoffs will follow after that, probably Millwood or Oklahoma Christian. So the fact is you're in the playoffs, so anything can happen. You're in the dance.
You're in the dance.
But what did you take out of this game tonight with Perry? They fell behind very quickly. It seemed like it was 28-0 at the drop of a hat. What did you take away from the ball game?
Chisholm did kind of what I thought they would do. They're very sound team on offense. They like to do methodical drives and They got a couple of those, and they got a couple big plays, and then we were down and just injuries and everything. But I saw a lot of fight. That's my main thing. A lot of fight from our boys, and you're down so many guys anyway, and guys are hobbled. It's just hard to beat good teams like that, So that's what I took away.
And Coach's key in the pregame interview was focus. And I thought for the
They
most
did
part
look
we
more
did
focused,
come out
yeah.
more focused, especially defense. That was a defensive battle in the first quarter, and then Chisholm got that score at the end of the first quarter, 7-0. Then they got that big reverse play.
Yeah, because then I think we fumbled or something because they scored right before the quarter ended.
Actually, that
remember?
was the reverse play happened in the first quarter. That's right. To set up the first and goal.
It was right before. Yeah,
That's
so it was
right.
15-0 like that. In a matter of seconds.
And then it snowballed. Perry had 7 turnovers tonight,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That's
Just 5
14
fumbles
in 3 games. Yeah.
5 fumbles and 2 interceptions, and you're just not going to beat anybody. I don't care how bad or how good they are. Perry's, it's still a young team. Dawson Padilla is 15 years old.
And Mason Taylor was a couple of fumbles. And I'm
Mason-
not harping. I'm not
He's
saying
a sophomore. He's
he
young.
stinks. Yeah, he's young. He
doesn't have
hasn't played
experience.
much. He's
Yeah.
been hurt this year. So
and he has been hurt. He had
that-
mono for most of the
and
year.
that'll
then,
hurt anybody. That just takes rhythms and chemistry. And you're not used to getting the ball, and he's not used to handling Padilla. That's all that is.
But-
I'm not saying he's bad. Just so.
But the
I like
fans
to put that out
at
there.
home watching on YouTube or on Suddenlink, stay with this team. Keep supporting this team. This is a team in progress. Coach Cameron Bennett is building something here. We've seen it. But you just realize there's not a full team right now. You don't have the full complements of your best players right now out there competing. If Colby Mendenhall is here, they concentrate. There's more focus on him. You open up the pass, and then maybe that opens up him. There's so many different dynamics that could have occurred if you have a full squad. And I think the Hennessy game would have been different. This game would be different. Newkirk would have been a blowout. It's just little things that. Boy, this team is there.
Yeah.
They just got to figure out how to go over that hump.
Exactly.
And Chisholm found a way to go over that hump. Because they were the bottom feeders of this district a couple of years ago, and then they found a quarterback and they found some skill players to go around him. And Joey Roderick has built a good program over there, and they've come up from the ashes. Now Perry's got to not say Perry's at the ashes. They've just got to figure out how to get to that next step.
Right, they're in the playoffs this year, and then the next step is to win the district maybe next year and beyond. That's how you do. That's how you build a program.
Right. But
Second year making the playoffs, though. Excuse me, pardon me to cut you off.
No, it's
Second
fine.
year making the playoffs is huge.
But I will say this about our district: the coaches see what's going on in Perry. They understand what Coach Cameron Bennett is doing. There's mad respect for the coaches here at the district. They've said that. They've told me when I've tried to get information for the pregame. So there is respect of what's happening here at Perry. It just got to keep getting the kids funneling into the program. If you're interested in football, get interested in football. Go out there, practice. Get your kids out there. More kids, the merrier in Perry. And if we get them developed at a younger age, they're going to be good when they get to this level. So, and they've got a good coaching staff to look up to and work with, because Coach Cameron Bennett, Landers, Young, Lindsley, all those guys, they're good guys. They're good Christian guys, and they instill really good things in these young men. And, I just hate calling these types of games, because it's heartbreaking for me, because I'm a Perry alum, and it's no fun calling these games.
No, I agree.
But we see that there is improvement happening. You're in the playoffs this year. Last year you weren't.
Yeah.
So, that's just all there is to it. You were 3-7 last year. Or were we 2-8?
4-6, I thought.
Or 4-6. So, you're still out of the playoffs. You missed the playoffs by one game because you didn't beat Tonkwell. This year you did.
Right.
That's a step you've taken.
Yeah.
So it's just little things. But, Perry, they got used to getting to the playoffs there for a while when Coach Hickson was here. Now we're rebuilding it again. So just stick with this team. Stick with us on YouTube. Stick with our broadcast and everything. And if I said anything that offended some people tonight, I apologize. I kind of got a little emotional there in the fourth quarter. I didn't mean what I said, but, if Chisholm can do it, Perry can do it. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank my partner, Mike Shaw here, doing a great job providing color commentary and doing stats. Also want to thank Tyson Davis over here being our production engineer. Thank you, the fans that are listening wherever you are, watching wherever you are, YouTube, Suddenlink Channel 52. Also want to thank Kevin McCoy back in the studio, punching all the buttons, getting us the right breaks and everything, and telling me what to do and all that in the station. So that's all I have to say.
Happy
With that,
Halloween.
yeah, happy Halloween. And the final score tonight was 49-14. We'll be on the air next week, 6:15 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff, where your Perry Maroons will go to Alva to take on the Alva Gold Bugs. Until then, you've been listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. Good night, everyone.